All right, guys, we're going in 3, 2, 1. Oh, everyone can hear me. That's not good. I just realized now that everyone could hear what I just said, so that's okay. We're here. We're live, guys. Welcome tonight to a very special live stream for the Mega Director channel. This is going to be absolutely amazing, guys. This is one of those nights where we're going to have a lot of fun. Of course, everybody knows why they're here. This is mostly to celebrate. The announcements for MOTU Tuesdays 2 weeks ago. We had a wonderful announcement that the Master of the Universe movie figures from the 1987 Master of the Universe motion picture would be finally released officially by Mattel proper. Although they were released several years ago, I believe it was 4 years ago now. No, it's longer, way longer than that. It must have been at least 6 years ago. Holy crap. Time flies. Through the Super 7 Master Universe Classics edition, we really have never had an official, by Mattel version. And to celebrate the 40th anniversary, funnily enough, this is the 35th anniversary for the actual Master Universe motion picture. So I'm going to go ahead and say that this is the celebration of the 35th anniversary for the Master Universe motion picture. They are actually releasing, so far, confirmed, Skeletor and He-Man, albeit they don't exactly look the way they're supposed to, but you know what? It doesn't matter. They look amazing. I love the fact we're getting a second chance at this. And to help us celebrate that, I thought it would be a lot of fun to actually come on tonight, do a live, watch party with everybody here to celebrate this wonderful occasion. And in many regards, we are here to enjoy this movie, but some of you have already voiced your opinions on the polls on my other videos that you're probably going to suffer through this movie. But you know what? We're going to hear and we're going to share. That's really what we're here for. We're here to share our experiences with this crazy movie, polarizing as it is. And to help me, get the festivities started, I'm going to bring in all my special guests for tonight. Some of these guys have been here before. You guys have seen some of them, and we've had a lot of fun in the past, or I've been on their channels, and we've all just had a really great time. So guys, please help me welcome my very special guest this evening. Oh gosh, what happened to my screen? Guys, I want you to please give a warm welcome to everybody, all of my guests tonight. We do indeed have Skelevader, Oz, and Ray from Collecting Classics. Guys, how are you doing tonight? You guys are all on mute. Unmute, please. There you go.
Fantastic. Right. We're excited about this.
Yeah. Been waiting all day for it.
This is crazy. Speaking of all day, let's go ahead and talk about the elephant in the room. What happened today, guys? Did everybody come out on top, or did we all, or did some of us come on top and some of us didn't actually make it? How did we do today? Go ahead and let us know. Let's start with Ray. How did Ray do?
We did pretty good. I was in the dentist chair, so when Grizzler launched, I was getting drilled on. I had my phone handy. He let me have my phone and have it on and watch. He's got the OG one. I did pretty good. My partner was able to order through her account while I was getting my dentistry done. So we were able to score a couple, and we're stoked about it.
She's a keeper, man. She's a keeper. Take care of that one.
Yeah, that's awesome.
How about you, Oz?
No, unfortunately, I was not able to score today on my own. However, I'm not stressing over it. We've got 48-hour window this weekend. So, I mean, everything from there, I know I'm going to be able to go ahead and grab one. So anybody else who missed it, it's all good. You've got 48 hours. Yeah, we're going to have to wait a little bit longer to get ours, but you're still going to get Grizzler in the bag. So, I mean, that is not a big deal.
Exactly. And you know what? Well, first of all, thank you for that, Oz. And of course, you didn't actually get it. So you're one of those guys who's going to have to do the 48-hour window. But you know what? It just means that you can order 5, 6, whatever, however many you want, right? So, classics, very, very classic. Awesome. And what about Skelly? What about Skelly? How did you make out, my friend?
Well, I got myself one. I feel very lucky. I got myself one, but I also got 2, and so Oz, you got one coming to you.
Yes!
Congratulations, Oz! Everybody here is a winner. Great stuff. That's how we do it, guys. That's
how we do it.
This is a community, and as a community, we have to help each other as much as possible. I myself was able to score 3. One is for my good friend Will, who basically, the day before, basically tracked me down, and he bribed me pretty much. He's like, Jay, I'll give you something if you give me this, and I'm like, well, dude, you don't have to do that. We can figure it out. But I'm always up for a bribe. I'm not below accepting bribes. I am definitely on the whole hook for bribes. And he does look awesome, doesn't he? That's an awesome awesome figure from back in the day. So yeah, I got one for him, and as everyone knows, I always pick up one to open and one to keep in mint on card. And then everybody can order 6, 7, 8. You can have as many as you want. So guys, don't stress. We're all here. It's easy enough to do. We know that now. So guys, definitely, tomorrow starting at somebody correct me if I'm right, 9 a.m. Pacific time. Am I correct?
I think it's the same time. Yeah.
Yeah. So 9 a.m. Pacific time.
Oh no, it's
midnight Pacific time. So
midnight,
3 a.m.
yeah, that's
for
right.
those of us on the East Coast starts at midnight and runs all the way up through midnight, basically Monday morning or Sunday night, however you look at it. So again, that'll be 3 a.m. East Coast time because they use Pacific. So
and that's why Oz is here tonight, because I have absolutely no idea.
The Wizard of Oz speaks.
Absolutely. Listen to this man. Don't listen to this man. Listen to this man. He's
Not
the
me.
one to listen to. I am not the person to listen to. It's the complete opposite of what should happen. All right. So we're gonna start at 9:30 as planned, and I'm gonna tell everybody exactly how to go through that. But before we get started, let's go ahead and say hi to whoever's in the chat tonight. We got a lot of great. Looks like the chat's booming. Let's see who's here tonight.
All right, John.
John Wesby, how's it going, John? Good to see you.
John, good to see you.
How are you?
Yeah, we got Speaking Moistly.
Oh God,
I get the biggest kick out of that. His name.
That is so crazy.
yeah.
Is it on Netflix? Is it on Netflix?
No.
Is this on Netflix?
Streaming.
This is on Netflix.
This will be on Netflix next. That's where we're gonna get our actual show. Yeah,
Yeah.
We're gonna be all
Is there any streaming service that has it right now? Does anybody know?
HBO
Right.
Max?
Yeah.
They have it. YouTube Premium has it. So any of
Oh,
you
YouTube
guys
Premium
who have
has it.
YouTube
Okay.
Premium, you can view it right here.
Yeah.
And there was one Hulu Premium
Hulu
also
Premium.
has it right now.
Yeah. Tried Prime and
Couple of
on
couple
Prime
of places
out there.
Okay, so a couple of places we can do.
Yeah.
Gamer Bud, hey Gamer Bud, what's going
Bud.
on?
Hey, Gamer Bud.
What's going on, Gamer Bud? Mike, the Star Wars Collector Priore, good to see you, Mike.
All right.
Thanos Copter,
And a
Chef,
Copter.
Chef M80.
Yo, Chef.
Hey, Chef.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of back and forth. So, guys, I won't be able to do my regular, reading out everybody, unfortunately. I hope you guys forgive me. Hey, who's this guy? Collecting Classics. I don't know about that.
Hey.
Hey,
I don't
hey.
know who that is.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay,
Oz.
this is new. Let's read this together, guys. Ozstradamus Toyz.
Ozstradamus.
Toys.
Explain that to us, Oz. What is Ozstradamus Toyz?
Well, Ozstradamus was actually my old Xbox gamer tag. And when I was looking, this is actually a new announcement, guys. This weekend on mine and Skelevader's usual time slot for Toy Frenzy, I will be going live solo by myself this week, as Skelevader has a prior engagement. And so if you guys still want to come hang out tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern and 6 p.m. Pacific, I will be on streaming from my own channel. And so I put Ozstradamus Toyz up, because
you
we're
go.
going to be doing more toy chats and
Awesome.
just having a good time.
Congratulations, Oz. All right, so guys,
Thank you,
definitely.
guys. Cheers, everybody.
I'm excited. Cheers.
And before we continue, guys, I do want to remind everybody, please, like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, but also definitely check out each one of these amazing creators' channels. They do amazing work. They all work very, very hard to get premium content on their channels for you guys to enjoy, collecting toys, custom toys, and of course, just taking care of the community, all that great stuff. I believe Collecting Classics is actually on Instagram, and you can see his latest review video of Jitsu. I believe it is one of the first reviews of Jitsu that's actually on right now. So definitely, if you want to find out more about the new Jitsu Masterverse, head over to Collecting Classics. Oz, he does all these great custom work. He just did another trade video that I remember watching, so that was a lot of fun. And of course, Skelevader. What am I talking about? Skelevader just did a wonderful trade video, and got some great new pickups. And of course, Oz is going live solo this weekend. So guys, definitely check each one of these guys out. They're amazing. Anybody else we haven't said hi to? Toy Geekosaurus. Hey, what's going on, Toy Geekosaurus?
Geekosaurus. All right.
Anonymous to do 1, 2, 3. What's going on, brother? Nolan. Good channel member. Thank you so much, Nolan, for that. Of course. Roberto Colon. Good to see you, Roberto. Wildor. It's almost showtime.
Wildor, what's up?
The true star of tonight's movie. Wildor, everybody.
Right.
John Wesley.
I'm just seeing the chats here. So what's up, everybody?
Absolutely. Emerald Knight Photos. Good to see you, my friend. Who haven't we seen? Ex Daredevil. Good to see you, brother.
Daredevil. Great to see you again.
Duchess of Darkness is here. Good to see you. Scott McLinden. Good to see you. Rhea Black. Always good to see you.
Awesome.
Anybody else that we haven't seen yet? Skyfall is here tonight.
All right, Skyfall.
Wildor, as am I. Yes, he is. Wildor is right here. Jay Peregrine. Nice to see you, Jay.
Hey,
Efrain Rivera. Efrain Rivera. They have it on HBO Max.
Yeah.
They have it on HBO Max. So there you go. Chef 80 for real. Armando, yo. What's going on, Armando? Danny Phillips, yo. What's going on, Danny?
Come on, Danny.
Pedro Lopez, greetings. Good to see you, Pedro. Polo Ralph, Florine. Good to see you. Good to see you. Smash that like button. Thank you so much, Paul.
All right, everybody. Hit that like button.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Paul, good to see you. Princeton Phalanx 59. Good to see you too. Aaron Hardy, Mookie. Hey, come here. Mookie, Pop Actors in the house. Mr. Home Alone 81. Anybody else? So far, John Wesby is back. Good to see you, John. Let's see here. Armando, made orders that are only shipping to Canada. Made two orders only shipping to Canada and US. Yes, I found that very odd. I've been getting a lot of messages.
Oh wow!
From a lot of people saying that they've tried to order from the UK and have been informed that the made to order 48-hour window is only for the US and Canada. Now, I did get some other information saying that post has actually been taken down. So, if I was everybody who's outside of the United States and North America, try it anyway. Try it anyway. What's the worst that can happen? They'll just cancel it, right?
Yeah.
Better to try and fail than never to have tried at all.
Absolutely.
Animator, good to see you, brother. Ray is saying LOL, Ray. So you guys, I don't know what you guys are talking about, but that's okay. You guys are having side conversations. Joseph Michaels, the Adventurous Joe. Good to see you, brother.
Joe.
He says 12 a.m. Pacific time, 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 48-hour window opens. Yeah, mark your calendars, everybody. Kirk is here. Good to see you, Kirk. Trash Wizards, good to see you. Mookle. We're not making fun of you, Mookle. We're just doing the thing. We're doing the thing. Ronald Embry, good to see you, brother. Aaron Hardy, Duchess of Darkness, Emerald Photos, J.E., good to see you. I must possess all, or I possess nothing. Right. Absolutely, J.E. Good line. Thank you so much for that. MFToys.ca, guys, if you haven't already, definitely check out MF Toys Canada. Mike Ford, good to see you, everybody. That's right. Don't forget, everybody, grab your popcorn, grab your snack of choice. grab yourself a drink. This is gonna be a bit of a long one. So
Yeah.
you know, grab your favorite beverage. You know, get yourself cozy because we're in for the long haul tonight, guys. Oh, Toy Connections. Hey, what's going on, Ken?
Hey.
Good to see you, brother.
Hey, Toy Connections. What's good?
Definitely good to see you tonight. Green Queen, we are all here with collecting classics. There you go, brother. Green Queen.
There you go.
Shutting out collecting classics. Excellent.
That's you.
There she is. Let's see here. Anybody else? Wow,
Matteo Webstore from Italy.
Yeah. Let me get to that. Almost there. Oh my God, Papa Gord's in the house. Hey, Papa Gord, what's going on, brother?
Right.
Long time. Oh my gosh. Good to see you, Papa Gord. Wolfman's got nards. Love that.
Here we go.
See you, brother. Always good when Wolfman's got nards is in the house.
Yeah.
Michael McFarland Jr. Hey guys, I'm getting hungry for some Robbie's ribs.
Yeah.
Robbie's ribs. Not very romantic. Not very romantic for a last date there, Michael. You should have thought twice about that. Matteo Webster from Italy. Ciao, my friend. Good to see you, Matteo. Good to see you, my
Italy,
friend.
that's fantastic.
I was hoping El Tedna's channel would have been able to join us tonight, but apparently he had family issues tonight. So you know what? We wish him and his family the best. Guys, Oz's channel is right there. Oz, you can pin that to the top if you want.
Hey, there you go. Smart.
Jabbar Robbins, what up? Just checking in right in the middle of watching wrestling shows. Once again, happy 50th to Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids, the Brady Kids, and the Osmondes cartoon. Thank you, Jabbar, for always reminding us of those wonderful anniversaries. You're amazing. Armando's in the house. Kirk is also in the house. Good to see you. And we made it, guys. Okay. So, Kirk says, by the way, good evening. I have my VHS Master movie ready to go.
Man.
That's awesome. That's old school.
Nice.
The VHS. Wow.
That's what we're running. All right, so 5 minutes. We're closing in on the 5-minute mark, so I might as well get everybody prepped. So, guys, what we're gonna do is we are going to. So, if everyone could take their video, whatever format you have, and fast forward to the part where the Canon logo literally connects to each other. Okay, fast forward all the way to that one frame, and I'm gonna get ready on my side here because I'm not gonna be able to see anything in a minute. We're gonna have a countdown, and once the countdown happens, once you see 3, 2, 1, and go, just hit play, and then we'll get started, guys. So this is gonna be a lot of fun. So guys, before we get started, what are your thoughts? Like, honestly, it's been 35 years, since this movie premiered. What was everybody's first memories of this movie? We'll go straight down. So Oz, what do you remember about this movie?
Oh man, first time I went to go see this, and I did see it in theaters, back in '87. It was actually, to me at the time, underwhelming and disappointing, as in it was not the Filmation cartoon that I was more familiar with. Mind you, I was very young in '87, so I couldn't fully respect the actual movie itself as a movie. It was just, this is not my He-Man. However, that has definitely changed over the years, and I feel so much better about it now than I did as a kid.
When Geeks Collide says, "I love this movie," so that there's a +1 right there. Ray, what was your experience?
It was a little bit like Oz's. I didn't see mine in the theater though, but it was I was a little confused because I didn't have the staples. I didn't have a lot of the stuff that I was used to from the cartoon, so it was a little jarring. But it's He-Man. I mean, it's still that energy. It was Skeletor. I think that's all I really needed. Mm-hmm. I didn't really care who the in-between was once I got over it. But it's He-Man and Skeletor, and Frank just dominates. So it was captivating. It was just, you couldn't take your eyes off of it. And I personally, as I grow older, as the movie does too, I have this nostalgic just love for this kind of 80s style. A lot of these movies had that style, but especially this one. And I'm just excited to see what happens for the future in the movie releases or the shows. I'm all about it.
Pop Actor says that he hated this movie as a kid.
It's quick and easy.
Yeah.
Skele, what was your experience?
Well, I had the same feeling of slight disappointment. I was super stoked that Skeletor was Frank Langella. I had no idea who that actor was, but I was just really excited about his performance. But I remember sitting in the movie theater thinking, why are they naming Beastman Grizzlor? That was my first, or why are they naming Grizzlor Beastman? That was my first moment of like, what are they redesigned Beastman to look like Grizzlor? And I think that's funny that Grizzlor became available today, because I will always associate that Beastman with Grizzlor. So I was a little disappointed. I was like, but that quickly changed as soon as I was able to watch a VHS.
Turn it on that low setting.
I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot more. There was something that came in there. I'm not sure what that sound was, but I've grown to love it. I've grown a deep appreciation for it. I think I've seen it more than most movies. It's like right up there with the amount of times I've seen Empire Strikes Back and Star Wars and Return of the Jedi, and so it stuck with me.
All right, guys, keep talking for a second. I just gotta finish this call.
Sure. How about you guys? Did you see the resemblance between like who Beastman was and really Grizzlor?
Oh God, yeah. It was definitely something I distinctly remember as a kid, and again, not fully understanding what I was watching because it's again so different from what I was used to seeing on the small screen with the Filmation cartoon. I 100% thought that Beastman was Grizzlor, like fully.
I wanted Merman. I wanted Beastman to look like Beastman. I wanted Trapjaw. I wanted Triclops. I was so ever since I was a kid, I've been a villains fan, and I felt like Skeletor was so amazing that it kind of made up for not having those other characters, but I really missed them, and it took me a while to really fall in love with Saurod and Blade and Karg. So, but it happened.
Yeah.
No Cringer, no Battle Cat. Oh, Heartbreak City.
Again, there's
Heartbreak
so many
City.
elements that were disappointing.
Yeah.
But overall, though, it's still a really fun movie to watch.
Yeah.
I feel Skeletor was far more terrifying for the movie. I mean, the eyeballs, that definitely was kind of like, oof, he's got eyeballs. I'm just used to sockets. And
the fleshy skull, like such a weird version of.
God.
I'm glad they did it that way so that you could see his facial expressions, but it took me a while to sort of like get used to that.
But Frank Langella's performance really did captivate, and I think that's really what made all the difference. So yeah, we're gonna and again, it's reflected very much like everyone's opinions is exactly what it is, and it's also being reflected in the chat. Speaking Moisty says I watched it in theaters with my dad and brothers, and I was disappointed, but my dad seemed to be the most disappointed. That's interesting.
That is interesting.
That's very, very interesting.
It is.
Chef M80 says I didn't see it in theaters, but I remember being disappointed by Man at Arms and Tila's costumes. That is interesting. However, and I do have to say this, I think it wouldn't have gotten a PG rating if Tila was half naked running around the screen. Like this is just reality. You know what I mean? Like things can be done in cartoons that it can't be done in real life. It's just kind of it is a strange time. I mean, half the superheroes out there in comic books are literally wearing nothing. Like let's just be honest about that. Aaron Hardy says we are lucky Charles Bronson wasn't cast as He-Man. Golden Globes wanted him in everything.
That would have been really weird.
That would have been crazy.
Way too short.
Wow, this is Rhea's first time watching the film. Oh my goodness,
whoa.
that's gonna be interesting. So Rhea, we would love to hear your take on it afterwards. That would be
right. Yeah, definitely.
Wildor, I remember being in theater in 1987 and having a blast. I was 7 years old and I was still impressed. Well, you came out of it as an old man. So yes, absolutely. That is so great. Great to see you. Thank you for that. Rayleigh, Loved Evelyn and Sauron when I saw them in the theaters. Not much else. Now I have a new respect for it, knowing that Gary Goddard took inspiration from Jack Kirby's New
Oh, yeah,
Gods.
for sure.
Actually, a really good point. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
We didn't even mention Evelyn. Like, she was awesome.
Oh yeah,
Meg Foster.
Meg Foster. Those crazy eyes, man. Holy crap.
God,
Yeah.
My goodness. Michael McFarlane. I didn't like it as much back when I was a kid, but now it's one of my favorites. Yes. You know what? Looking at it over time, you get to appreciate these things. 100%.
Yeah, it grows. You let it.
No, keep going, Scott.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly it. And I think a lot of us can agree with that, because at first we might be taken aback, and this goes along with like pretty much everything with Masters. Like, if we're taken aback by a thing that's different than what we're used to, it's going to take us a while to sort of acclimate. And a lot of us were hesitant about the way about Kevin Smith's approach with Revelation, and once we saw it, based on
I loved it.
But based on what we thought it might be, but if you actually sit down and watch it for what it is, I love it too. But I was a little bit hesitant because you're attached to something, you don't want it to change. But when I realized that the Filmation cartoon, the Kevin Smith cartoon, the new CGI cartoon, the movie, all the iterations of Masters, New Adventures included, are just versions of us playing with the figures in new scenarios with new characters and creating new characters. And what a wonderful what a way to show the creativity than to have that relationship with the relationship between the producers of the shows and the audience. And when I went home after watching the '87 Masters of the Universe, I took Grizzlord's armor off and I put Beastman's armor on, and suddenly this was my new Beastman. It caused me to be creative.
Right.
So you gotta love it.
That movie created your first custom.
That's absolutely true.
Well, as with anything, we don't have to do anything. People can choose whatever, but some people take it to heart, as Skelevader said, and you know what? It created new inspiration for some people, right?
Yeah.
And you know what? Some people absolutely love the film, like myself, and many of us now growing up, we see new things in it, which make it that much more special.
Yeah.
Looks like Mr. Home Alone noticed that Wildor was actually Orko's substitute.
Yeah.
It is interesting. I don't think, and what Nolan says that Battle Cat was his biggest disappointment. But the reality is, CGI was not even a thing back in 1987. Like, it was not anywhere. I think they would have had to, call Jim Henson in order to do anything at that point.
Yeah.
And honestly, if I saw Falcor the Dragon pop in as Battle Cat, I think I would have walked out of the theater. I think that's actually what my response would have been. No, that's not true. I probably would have loved it. But Orko would have been this flying, Muppet, and it would have been kind of weird, I think, as well. And I don't think, here's the problem. This I don't think either Schwarzenegger or Dolph Lundgren had the acting chops to pretend that this floating, Muppet is actually a real person. I think it just would have been terrible. It would not have been.
At that time, it definitely would not have been good for either of them to try that.
Skeletor and Evelyn were excellent. I was disappointed we didn't get an Orko, but we got you, Gwildor. We got you. So, it worked out. Chris Allen, we need a Beastman figure. Well, Chris, we have several Beastman figures now, but I think you're saying we need a movie Beastman figure. So
yeah.
I
agree, Chris.
Relay says Meg Foster was equally as good as Frank Langella. You know what? They had some wonderful moments, and as a kid, that one moment where they're like intimate with each other, I remember thinking to myself, this is weird. But you know what? As an adult now, I'm like, dang, the hell's going on there, right? And then you know what? Kevin Smith took that one step further and ruined my entire, I can't unsee what I saw.
See that. That's true.
Come to think of it, there actually is an animation scene that is done with a puppet when He-Man's flying on the disc and he flies to the camera. That's a puppet. That's a little marionette puppet thing on a disc, and they run it towards the camera.
Yeah, those are probably miniatures for sure. But I'm just saying, like, I don't think interacting with them would have worked. You know what I mean? Like,
it was already hard enough to see them try to interact with the cosmic key when it turns on. You know,
you had to imagine the lights, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Emerald Knight Photo. This was my first theater going experience, and I was a little disappointed. There was no Orko or Cringer, but I loved the 80s cheese. You know, that's a great way of looking at it.
Yeah.
You know,
What's up, Emerald Knights?
And okay, so we are gonna have to get started, guys. I'll take a few more really quick ones for people we haven't seen. Oh, Trash Wizard. I was born in 1983. This is my MOTU. There you go, brother.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's cool.
Who else? I said hi to yet? Anybody else? Kirk HT is in the house. There was some actors and actresses I enjoy still as a kid. It is good. It's no Willow or Star Wars, but it is enjoyable. Well,
yeah,
that's great. Thank you for that, Kirk. Eric Sutton. The best thing about this movie is Frank Langella's Skeletor. I enjoyed this when I was a kid, and still to this day. Absolutely, Eric. I think we can all agree on that. Clown or 42. My dad was angry Battle Cat wasn't in it.
That's awesome.
I love the fact that the parents, you know, I'm getting a lot of comments that, you know what, the parents were just as disappointed. That means that, you know what, your parents shared those wonderful moments with you. They were watching the cartoon, they bought the toys for you. You know what I mean? So that's awesome. And you know what, that's a wonderful memory. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Jack Silvestri. Jack Silvestri, what's going on, my friend? Star Trek 2 had the earliest CGI, which I think was before this. I'd have to look it up. Yes, that is probably true. The what's it called? The Genesis effect.
Yeah.
But the Genesis effect was so rudimentary. If you look at the first wave when it's actually forming the Genesis planet, the craters are actually flat. You actually see how flat they are, and you see the topography growing. But it's so rudimentary, you don't actually see. It's like a geometric exercise.
Yeah,
right? Everything else kind of expands from there, and they really panned away as quickly as they could because honestly, it wasn't very good CGI at all, right? Later on, we had Tron, right? Tron, and you know how long it took for one cell of Tron? It took like 3 weeks. It was a massively expensive movie, you know. So yeah, I know what you're saying, Jack, and I think actually Tron has the record for being the first computer-generated movie. I believe somebody can look that up, but I believe that Tron is actually the first one. Evil Ash is in the house. Gnomsky is here. Anybody else? I think we're good. Jay Valentine just showed up. Good to see you, Jay Valentine. This movie always holds a place in my heart as my stepdad surprised me by taking me to this movie. That's awesome. That is awesome. It was cheesy and missing some of the familiar characters, but it's still a great movie. Thank you, Jay. Thank you for sharing that memory. That's amazing. Nomsky, I like the remake. The actor was from Nip Tuck Show, which I also liked. Okay, what? I like the remake. The actor was from Nip Tuck Show, so I also liked. I thought the made-for-TV Stepfather 3 was probably the worst. Okay, Nomsky, you must be talking about several other movies because I don't know exactly. Does anybody know what Nomsky's talking about?
I can't figure it out.
Maybe he's talking about Tron.
Oh, Tron. Yeah, maybe that's exactly what it is. Yeah, I got you, Nomsky. Okay, yeah. Thank you for that. Wolfman's Gunards. I will always remember Julie's leg looking like a bunch of pickles. Honestly, that freaked me out.
Yeah.
That grossed me out and freaked me out. That was I remember getting the heebie-jeebies when I saw that. And you know, it was one of those moments as a kid. You're like, because you know we don't watch much gore, right? That was just weird. And the sizzle that came off it, I was like, what the heck? What's going on? I thought she was cooking or something. It kind of gave me a little bit of a post-traumatic, honestly. Pedro Lopez. I met Meg Foster a few years ago at a con. Of course, I got her Evelyn picture autograph. Congratulations.
Oh, nice.
That's a great memory.
Yeah, we need a figure of her, too.
Yeah, right?
That's right. I want Meg Foster Evelyn.
We need Evelyn as an action figure. Michael Cortez. Saw this in the theater when I was 20. I loved it ever since. Wouldn't miss this. Thank you, Michael. That's awesome. Great to see you. Trash Wizards. I've often wondered what would happen if they had a budget that they needed as much as I loved as it is. I think a lot of people have also mentioned in the chat that if it stayed in Eternia, it would have been 10 times better. So there's sorry, did somebody wanted to? I didn't mean to cut anybody off.
No, I'm in agreement. It would have been really amazing to see the budget just be unlimited with this, and that's part of probably what we're all worried about with the potential new one too. Is if they got to really utilize their funds. You know, they got to make it happen with whatever they have.
I'm going to go out on a limb right now and say the next movie is not going to happen.
It hasn't.
You always say that, dude.
It
ain't happening.
They've been talking about it for decades. They've been talking about it for decades. They've been trying to get it off the ground. It's never going to happen, guys. Never. And the guy is too small.
Never.
The guy is too small. Everybody's too small. He-Man's supposed to be freaking Schwarzenegger, man. That's
yeah. This time we'll have He-Man with CGI, and it'll be all like,
yeah. You know what? Bring it to the CGI.
They're going to give him that Ryan Reynolds bodysuit from.
There you go.
People have said that. But you know what? It stays on camera long enough. You start to see it.
You definitely do.
Right? So you can't have it on screen for too long. He'd have to be Prince Adam for most of the movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Greedo and a Speedo. Nice name.
Nice name.
What's going on, Greedo and a Speedo? Green Queen. We need Gwildor 2-pack with a cow.
Yes.
Oh. All right. Let's get started, guys. Here's Gwildor. We'll let Gwildor have the last word. A Meg Foster Evelyn would be amazing. And I agree. Gwildor and cow 2-pack. Oh. There you go. There we go. All right, guys. All right, everybody. We are going to get started right now. So please, if you haven't already, move to this frame and pause. We will give you a few seconds to do that. Once I hit play, we're going to see a countdown. Once the countdown hits, right after the 1, it'll start playing. So just basically 3, 2, 1, go. And then we'll all start to enjoy this wonderful film, which we haven't seen in 35. Well, that's not true. I've seen it multiple times, but
we've all seen
sure
it.
Everybody here has seen it multiple times or avoided it multiple times. So, everybody who's not the biggest fan of this, you will be able to endure this with us for the next hour and a half. All right, guys. So here we go. Get ready, and again, wait for the countdown. And basically, we're going to start. Wait for the countdown. Once the countdown hits 3, 2, 1. Pause for a second and then go. And I'll actually say go. Okay, I'll say go. All right. So move to this frame. I'll say go as soon as we hit 3, 2, 1. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. All right. My movie's playing. Let's enjoy this, guys. I think that was computer generated too.
The Canon logo? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, the titles too, yeah.
There we are. Edward R. Pressman.
Yep.
I love these titles that look like a company film, like an instructional film.
I always thought it was cheesy as hell.
Yes.
What's with the blue field? Oh my gosh.
I feel like they're about to come out and give me a safety seminar.
Oh, I love this Castle Grayskull.
This is gorgeous.
The reimagining of the sets blew my mind.
And the scale is right on. Like that's what the scale should be for something like this.
Like that's her. That tiny
That's
little
the gnarliest Castle Grayskull in existence, straight up.
That tiny little dot was the sorceress. My gosh. And you know what? The headdress. You know, again, what a wonderful reimagining of these figures.
Right.
The crystals and it's so cool.
And you notice she's looking at Eternia like a big city there, and it looks like the proximity is very close to Grayskull, which is very different.
Right. Well, I think it also has to do with the elevation from where she's standing atop Castle Grayskull.
This was Courtney Cox's first motion picture, and am I wrong, or was this her last?
No,
it wasn't her last motion picture, but it was definitely her first.
She was in the Scream movies for sure, and a few other things.
Christina Pickles, everyone says she was too old. I think she was just right. I think she was just the right age.
Perfect.
Yeah, when she's fully powered up, she definitely looks younger than when they drain her later. Then she looks old.
Shout out to Bill Conti for that music.
Absolutely. Yeah. But you know what? Shout out to Julie Weiss for the wonderful costume designs. My God.
Oh, wow.
Obviously, William Stout did a lot of the conceptual drawings, but you know what? When you actually make these costumes, you know how hard that is. I mean, I think Oz showed me what's it called? An auction for some of the original props.
Oh yeah,
They have not. They have not really survived.
Oh God, no! They did not hold. Well, I mean, if you're talking about something that's basically almost 40 years old, it was definitely not as preserved as some other Hollywood.
yeah.
All right, guys, here we go. Fun fact: these are the California hills.
Yeah.
And that scene. So if you see, there's the dragon heraldry that I was talking about.
Yeah,
right? Very interesting. And I wonder if the dragons of Darksmoke actually built Castle Grayskull.
And I think that's the clearest shot that you get of that logo as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Intact, yes, 100%.
This
is the gravity of this scene is just incredible.
I was just gonna say that. Like, can we talk about how intense this entrance is? Yeah.
2 sound stages. The biggest stage to be utilized at that time.
Yeah. I love the matte paintings here.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
And I was watching the narration or the commentary from Gary Goddard about the giant statues. They're supposed to represent technology in its different forms, which I think is fascinating.
Neat. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's a take on that New Adventures kind of style as well,
Right.
with the technology
This is the first
coming
shot
into
we
play.
see of Skeletor.
Yeah.
And man, when I was a kid, this frightened the hell out of me.
Oh,
I like that eye shake right there.
he's so goopy and gross. It's like I was like, whoa, this is nasty.
But
And
he,
the
he
way-
looks more like a guy who had his face like he looks like Keldor.
Yeah.
His face
Yes.
was melted by acid,
Yeah.
right? And I wonder if they use that as inspiration to actually create Keldor in the 2000X series.
Maybe.
I would not be surprised. Those glittery tights, man.
This is a wonderful parallel between the two opposing forces. One bathed in darkness and the other one bathed in light.
Yeah. Yep.
How much acting chops do you have to just stand there and act? Like she literally was just standing. You know what I mean? Like the whole movie, she was just standing.
Yeah, that's awesome. If a person can stand convincingly, then they're doing something right.
The animation, all of it was hand drawn. Every single cell was hand animated. There was no CGI back then, guys. This is 1987.
And when that portal opens up, it's amazing that they did that by hand. That's
Right.
beautiful, beautiful artist.
Okay, here's a fun fact. These soldiers are still standing here at the end of the movie. They've been standing there for 2 days.
That's right. That's so true. That's so true.
There's some trivia for you guys. These poor soldiers have been standing there for 2 days.
I'm glad you pointed that out. That's so true.
They were actually standing
the
there
first
for the
glimpse
whole
of He-Man.
50 days.
Oh my God, just crazy.
Yeah, that mullet. Gotta love the mullet.
That's
what-
really
you know
what
what,
gives
though?
them the
It's less
power.
a mullet. A mullet is like really short, right? He's actually got bangs. It's less of a mullet, but I can see where you're coming from. I can see what you're saying.
Hey, Gwildor, there he is.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay,
Cheers, Gwildor in the chat. Cheers.
This is a good, cheers, Quilter. This is a good moment. This is a good chance to mention that these are rejects from the Star Wars universe, by the way, just so everybody knows.
Oh yeah, for sure. This is when we get to see He-Man kill and use a gun, it's like shocking. It was shocking to me as a kid.
Yeah, but that's why they had to. That's why they had to make them stormtroopers, right? Like androids.
Yeah,
because,
right.
And when you think about it, if you really dial it back, these are supposed to be the stand-ins for Skeletor's robotic, the little robotic flying. Robots, right.
Do you see that guy's sword work though? He's got the force or something, man. He's just dodging all kinds of shots.
That was in reference to He-Man's laser blocking, right?
Yeah, from the cartoons. Yep.
One reflected, I think. One reflected, or was that a shot from above? Anyway. Oh, by the way, this mountain that you see right here, this is where Zordon actually meets the Power Rangers.
Yeah, that's right. Also, where Kirk fights the Gorn, I think.
Kirk fights the Gorn in
Star Trek.
See, okay, this particular rock if you actually go back to episodes of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, you will see this rock.
Oh god, repeatedly.
Isn't that where their base was? Isn't that where the?
This is their base is at the top of the mountain.
I highly recommend you all watch the commentary on the film if you have it on your copy, because Gary Goddard also comments on how Gwildor was definitely a stand-in for Orko. They could not afford to make an Orko, and they decided on Gwildor.
No, it shouldn't, because I'm not actually playing a video. I'm playing I'm actually showing stills, and as a matter of fact, we can even mitigate that by doing something like this. Yeah, we can do that.
There we go.
Making it even harder.
That's right.
I love this key. I love this key.
Oh yeah.
I like this whole little apartment he's got going on in the scale. It just shows you how imaginative and how well thought out this set was. Because I mean, look at He-Man crouching through the door. That's incredible.
Right.
Yeah.
This was the first. This was the first part where I started thinking Jim Henson, because a lot of the set design looks like Fraggle Rock.
Totally.
Yeah.
That chain lock kills me every time. The chain lock.
Yeah, the little chain lock.
Yeah.
As soon as I see that, I'm like, my mom must live in this house. Like she.
Lock. That chain lock's amazing. He actually sent somebody out to a hardware store to get that to install it the very last minute.
Here's something.
The little fanny pack clip.
Yeah. Here's something that I always wondered as a kid. It's amazing that he made 2 complete prototypes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they both worked throughout the whole shoot.
Right.
All right. So I need, here's some what's it called? What's it called? Theory time. What is this chamber that he's put it in? Because Skeletor does not detect him yet. What is this thing?
Well, maybe a sensophonic destabilizer.
There you go.
If you look at top, there are actually clocks at the top.
Right. Yeah, it's true. It must be like a safety net of some sort.
Maybe it's a time restriction device.
Yeah.
There you go. It's a TARDIS.
Yeah, keep it from making a mistake.
It's a Tesla charging station, guys.
The makeup design on Gwildor was just absolutely beyond its time. Like honestly, it's a little dated now, but honestly, he looks incredible.
And fun fact: if he wasn't wearing any of his outfit, he would be a tiny Grizzler.
Totally.
Yeah,
absolutely. Oh, totally. Definitely channeling John Williams throughout this whole thing. Absolutely, Gwildor. It's almost like Bill Conti was like, okay, what can I do for this? Let me listen to some John Williams. And a lot of movies.
Not The Garden. Oh, my gosh.
I always thought to myself, Gwildor must have the hardest teeth, because what creature eats like those types of vegetables? Like those things are crazy.
Yeah. The interior of this space is just awesome.
Really is, yeah.
I don't like adventures.
And it's great about that set because everything was hand done. There's no CGI, again, where a lot of that stuff is done in current movies. This was all made and then destroyed.
All practical effects.
And destroyed.
Unfortunately, yes. That is the nature of and you got to think about it. But by today's standards, this movie is low budget. It was like a $10 million film, I think. Something crazily like low budget. But we're talking $10 million. Like, what Hollywood spends on films is absolutely mind-boggling.
Right. Because we hear that as a low budget, and you think about how much that amount of money was back in the 1980s.
How much money that is today? What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly. Even by today's standards, it's a huge amount of money for us. For a movie, though, it's like, God.
Look at the scope. You literally can see all the way down the end of the castle.
Yeah.
My God.
Amazing. That's so amazing.
Plus, with a 51-day deadline for shooting, because it got cut, it was all done in 51 days. That's a wrap.
How do you accomplish something like that?
The 80s.
You sneak in when they shut down the freaking production, and you shoot 2 more scenes.
That's
right.
That's exactly it.
You have to appreciate that kind of dedication. He literally bribed 2 guards to let him into the freaking and they couldn't even have lighting. So he was a genius.
Right. That's why everything's so dark.
Yeah. Inventiveness, right? You gotta, if you got $1, how are you gonna use it?
Rhea says, now I get why you talk like that when Gwildor comments.
Yeah. It's all coming together for Rhea.
Once you hear it, you can't unhear it.
Yeah, that's so true, Kirk. I was just reading Kirk's comment. Yeah, the high school did almost burn down.
That's right.
And that was a real high school, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Right. They treated it just like Wildor's house set. They were like, burn it.
Oh.
I wish this movie regained popularity enough that they would release a Halloween costume of the Skeletor, Halloween costume of the Troopers, Halloween costume for Evil Lynn, Tila, and all the characters. I think those would be amazing. But I know like people who make costumes probably do that all the time. But
honestly, Skeletor's design is just absolutely inspired.
It's
like, what are those things that are draped down his neck? Like, what the hell are they? The heraldry, all this bone armor. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's amazing.
That Havoc staff. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just can't. You just look at it and you're just like, wow, like holy smokes.
There's a lot of detail.
Look at that. I dare anything. I'm Skeletor. What's up?
Lundgren's performance is just dripping with evil, man. It's just deliciously sinister. It's so crazy.
So good.
What is that thing that Meg Ryan?
There's so much tension in that scene right there. It's great.
And looking back at the costumes now and everything, and then looking at the toys that they announced, just a couple weeks ago, they've really, really nailed the costumes for those figures.
I was thinking the same thing.
Here's another fun fact. They actually have the Stargate iris as the great eye.
Oh, yeah, right behind him.
Right.
Kirk says he prefers Gwildor over Orko.
Oh.
Them's fighting words.
I know, them's fighting words.
I was going to say.
I can see where you're coming from.
In the chat, ready to rumble.
The thing is, Gwildor is useful, right? And Orko, if he doesn't have control of his powers, he tends to be more trouble than anything else.
Yeah, Gwildor is a tech wizard, man. I think I'd like to have Gwildor on my side. Orko might drop a bunch of eggs on your head.
That warp effect. I remember as a kid thinking, "What the hell is that?" Like.
Yeah.
Like a black hole.
Well, hey, and you know what? Again, Stargate. That is a wormhole. Right? That is a wormhole.
That is true. Yeah.
They're literally feet away from the iris, and then
they got to get back to SG-1.
You know what? They're kind of dressed like SG-1. At least
right.
A little bit. Stop them!
Boy, that was spot on with my subtitles. You said stop him, and I was like, whoa.
Okay, fun fact. That is a drain actually sucking in water. Look at it closely. You actually see it's a drain that's sucking in water from the side.
That's cool.
Listen to the sound effect here. Listen to the sound effect. That is a classic Filmation sound effect.
Totally. I can't. I mean, it's just preposterous that grappling hook would go out and grab the cosmic key.
Right. Just manage to grab that.
Just perfectly. Well, he does the same thing when he grabs the fried chicken later on.
Yes. Yep.
Perfect.
John Wesby. Oh my God, that is so right. It is a hobbit hole.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
For sure.
I did not even realize that. Oh my God. Yeah. What is 10 million in today's money? Hold on.
100 million?
No, it can't be that much.
Well, I know when I was looking up price equivalency for Eternia, that was like 140 back in the 80s when it came out.
Yeah.
and the equivalent of that today would be about 400.
Mm.
No, not really. According to Google, it is 26,806,000.
Oh wow, yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Cumulative price change of 160.81%. Average inflation rate of 2.78. We destroyed that this year.
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
Jesus.
I love this ear scene right here.
Yeah. Gills.
Up until that point, I didn't even realize he had ears.
He actually has gills. They say it.
Yeah, gill slits. Yeah, I know.
That's right.
They lift up. That's great.
Yeah, 51 days. It was a sprint. It was a sprint to the finish line.
Yeah, and a lot of it was filmed in Old Town Whittier. Well, all of it was. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I love how Tila's ready to knock the sense of the Dickens out of him.
Oh, absolutely. She was no nonsense.
Yeah, she's a tough one.
And you know what? Not to be not to have noticed too many things, but even as a kid, I realized that that jumpsuit that she's wearing is tight. It's really tight.
Yeah.
The 80s.
As a matter of fact, when they're escaping Gwildor's cavern, they have a huge gratuitous butt shot right there. I don't know if anybody noticed that.
Yeah, there's like 3 in a row. And it was a revelation for me as a kid. I was like, oh my goodness.
Here we go. It's the scene. Here it comes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
A hideous cry.
Now, Ray, you mentioned Whittier, and I was thinking about this last night. You live down south. You gotta go and you gotta create a tour of all the filming sites.
Yeah, I was just talking to Green Queen about it. I was like, man, we got to get over there.
Oh.
I love the Cow and Gwildor like relationship. Like they have good charisma together.
The funny part is too,
they have a kinship.
Chemistry.
Yeah.
Chemistry is the word I'm looking for.
And then he eats one of them.
That's right afterward.
They don't have pork ribs in the States.
I like when he drinks that whole cup of sauce. That's the best.
Oh, that was
oh gosh.
I started doing that right afterwards.
Yeah.
But if you notice, he doesn't actually drink it. Fun fact: he does not drink any of that sauce.
It just goes right.
It dribbles all the way down
all over him.
Oh.
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 I love that. The smacking of his lips. Like
That's right.
Wow, Robbie's ribs.
It's a good spot.
I wish they could have catered tonight's event.
That location's down south too.
Yep.
Robbie's ribs.
Absolutely, Emerald. I think it's a triumph. I think it's an absolute triumph.
Yeah, we agree.
Definitely.
As a matter of fact, it was Frank Langella who said, "No, I do not want to black out my eyes. I want people to be able to see the emotion that I'm conveying."
Yeah, for sure.
In a lot of ways, it was more terrifying.
It really was.
But what a great dad to have, right? Because he was like, "Oh, this was my kid's favorite show, and I wanted to do it for him." And he really delivered something that was going to last a long time. And that's just a great story that he mentioned.
Guys, it makes me feel like I should have got some fried chicken for tonight.
I know. I really feel like I'm missing something here. Like I need a bucket of meat of some kind.
Yeah.
Any kind of meat right now, too. Ribs would be great. I'll take chicken.
Yeah, I'd take chicken or ribs right now.
Absolutely.
Speaking moistly says, good thing in the movie He-Man's not crazy overpowered like he normally is. I really like that about him too. He's not really a Superman in this movie. He's skilled and he's powerful, but he's not.
Right.
He's not. He feels like a person.
And then we got Kevin right here, who was a member of Star Trek.
Oh yeah, yep.
Right.
Voyager, I believe.
Actually,
Yep. Voyager.
he was a reject from Star Trek, and he ended up in jail. And Captain Janeway had to pull his ass out of jail.
That's
You
right.
can't make guys. You can't make this stuff up. You really can't.
That's amazing.
My roommate just brought me dinner. Check this out.
Oh, nice.
Are you kidding? That's amazing.
You cannot make this stuff up. I said surprise me.
That's
not Robbie's. It's not Robbie's ribs, but look at the
Jay got chicken.
Look at the timing. Look at the timing.
I need some chicken. I need some chicken.
I have to go out after this and get myself some.
definitely my plan.
Oh! Look at that! A plate of chicken. Ooh, we got chicken for the event.
You guys are making me so hungry.
I told you she's a keeper.
She's a keeper. I'm telling you.
I told you she's a keeper.
That's awesome.
We're having chicken during the chicken scene. Let's go.
I love this father-daughter moment. This father-daughter moment is ridiculous. She's literally
I
like,
hope
Father.
that's not
She's
the
literally-
father-daughter moment.
She's literally like, Father, you're always hungry. And he's like, I'm not always hungry. In the Siege of Crave, 30 days without ration.
I love that you on the slide. It's not the father-daughter moment.
Right.
There it is. You see it? He doesn't drink a drop.
Yeah.
He literally lets everything dribble down. Like, you know what? Acting chops like there's no tomorrow.
I hope that was the last day because
Yeah, it would ruin the costume.
You get that hair attached with all that sauce.
You got it. You got it.
Oh.
I was going to share.
Do they even does KFC even do buckets anymore? I don't even know if that's a thing.
Yeah, they do it.
I definitely still do buckets if you order enough chicken.
You know what? I've never ordered a full bucket anymore. I only order meals, so I just don't know. Look at the mortification. They are completely
She's
mortified.
shocked. She's
They're
busted
completely
shocked.
disgusted. Completely disgusted by what they're eating.
Who knew Eternians were vegetarians?
Right?
They eat bugs.
Roast google.
They eat bugs.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'm reading Aaron's comment. It's impossible to know how much was spent. Golden Globus took from other budgets of their films to pay for movies they were making.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
Bad business.
Does anybody remember this scene, what the thing was with the lights in the park? I think they turned on while shooting because they didn't have a choice. So as you see them walking through the cemetery, you'll see those lights in the background turn on because they were losing light.
That's right. You actually see it. But you know what? It's kind of poignant.
Well, yeah, Gary Goddard was complaining about how they were running out of time in the day, so he called in some people to bring in some lights.
Yeah,
they turn them on, but I think it really creates. He didn't mention this at all. It creates some serious drama.
There's a realism about it.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
They literally closed the cemetery. It's beautiful.
but this was such a weird scene too because it was such a heavy, it was such a heavy scene. Her parents were killed in a plane crash, and it's like, man, I'm used to He-Man and Cringer, not all this. You know what I mean? Seeing that for the first time was weird. There's those lights.
Yeah, the lights going on.
But you know what? As a kid growing up, it really was a coming of age story, right? She lost her parents. She's about to move away. Her the one connection she has to this town doesn't want her to leave.
Yeah.
But this is where things get weird. They're so sad, and all of a sudden they find this thing in the ditch, and they're so happy.
Yeah.
It must be a Japanese synthesizer.
It's definitely Japanese.
Yeah.
So funny.
Crazy scenes.
Jay, how's that chicken over there in Canada?
It's not Robbie's ribs,
That's right.
but it'll do, pig. It'll do. Pig boy.
Oh man, Pig Boy.
Oh God.
Did you know that Pig Boy won it was a kid, it was a fan who won a contest?
That's right. He won
They
the
had no idea what to
contest,
do with him.
and they had no idea how to put him in the film, which is crazy because they spend so much time on Earth
Yeah.
that they couldn't have stuck him somewhere.
It's my opinion. It's my opinion that they brought him in on the last weeks of shooting, and they'd already finished all the Earth scenes.
Oh,
So they were like,
probably
"Matt,
is.
what do we do?" Right? They literally had. So they basically put a mask on him, have him, and you know what? He had a full scene.
yeah.
He had a full 2 seconds to himself. That's more
2
than most
seconds.
actors get.
And now he's one of the most in demand. Hey, there it is. There's the balloons. We're here to party.
Oh yeah.
We're here to listen to the
Right.
illusions.
Okay, isn't this straight out of Back to the Future?
It's
Seriously,
like it must be the same high school.
isn't this the enchantment
Yeah.
under the freaking sea? I swear to God.
It totally is.
That's why I got the balloons up here.
That's
We're
We're
right.
here to
Spike the
party.
No, yeah, you are ready to party with. They're gonna spike the punch later.
Yeah, I know I'm jumping ahead here, but all that musical equipment belongs to him. And if you notice, after the gym catches fire after the whole battle scene there, he's paying more attention to the burnt equipment than he is to
That's
the
right.
fact that Courtney Cox is missing.
Well, as a musician, I tell you, that's your main love right there is your instruments. You lose that, you're crying a river.
I don't know if he's in the. I don't think he's at the same stage as you, Ray. He's a kid. That cosmic key is like it's a character in itself. I
I like that little bathtub lift right there.
oh yeah.
How many?
Look at that. They got Google Earth. What the hell?
How many galaxies did they traverse? Like, my God.
He's so advanced. He's got Google Earth in the 80s, man.
That's right. Satellite.
These guys in the background, they're rejects from Dune.
Totally.
I'm serious.
That's right.
Look at those eyes. Karg was probably my least favorite, to be honest. I was kind of like, what the hell is this?
Why does he get so much screen time? And Sorod is so awesome, and they don't give him much screen time.
I know. Sorod was
They
like
killed him off.
my favorite.
They needed a.
Yeah,
He's the one that got killed.
Yeah, he's the only lineage we have of the Snake Men, and they killed him off right away.
yeah.
Right. I mean, Blade was really cool too. I actually really thought Blade was pretty awesome.
Blade, honestly.
Is Blade? Do you think he started off as Triclops and they just went a different route? Because he looks like he could.
Yeah, I think he. You had mentioned it when we were talking before in one of our episodes, Skelevader, about that theory, and I looked into it, and it's definitely like I can see where that could be a good theory, but I've never heard anybody confirm that within everything that was definitely supposed to be what it was.
Right.
And the same could almost kind of be said about Karg too. Like if you want to theorize about who they may have meant to be, like,
Right.
with the hook hand and everything, could have been, like an idea for a trap jaw,
Yeah.
and then just like, nope, we're not going that route. We want new toys, so make new people.
Yeah.
Which is smart also. I just don't think it was as well received.
Yeah.
But here we are 40 years later, and everybody wants Pig Boy, so who knows? In 40 more years, Karg's going to be the hit,
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, that's kind of like the best part about it too, is that, they have these villains and we want Pig Boy.
Look at the vortex. It's literally a funnel. It's a drain.
Yeah.
We're in it. Let's go.
Do you
Carl?
think it was the PTSD from
Is that you, Carl?
that Courtney Cox became Monica Geller? Like, is that what drove her to be so OCD and need to clean?
Yes.
Dude, this guy gets tossed up, dude. This guy gets just wrecked.
That's right.
Wrecked like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I remember seeing the blood. I'm like, he's bleeding.
Who's got the train? I love that sound. Who's got the train?
Oh, that's me.
I love it. I love it.
I think Courtney Cox was in actual danger.
Hey, you know, it's a possibility.
Totally.
Yo, the actor Blade does another scene where he slams a knife into the wood board, and then you could see him let go of it, and the knife stays. It's a real knife.
Yeah.
That swordsmith literally did that scene in one take, and it was like within inches of the dude's head.
Yeah. That's a real moment. Caught on there.
Well, he the guy who played Blade,
he's a swordsmith.
Yeah, he's well known for his ability to do it's like 3 different like fencing, several different sword combat trainings that he's known for, and he's appeared in a couple other movies as well.
You know who I've never looked up who played Beastman. That's funny. I've never done that.
I believe he's a wrestler.
Yeah, he was an old wrestler or bodybuilder, actually, like an actor.
Let's look up a picture of him.
Here, I'll be right back. I got
Tony
chicken fingers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he'd done some other movies too.
Let me see here.
One of my absolute favorite scenes right here, where they're hunting for Julie.
Yeah. Oh my God, yes.
There's no picture of him. Tony Carroll, Beastman.
Yeah, if you look him up, just specifically Tony Carroll, because I did this not too long ago myself. Let me see what it was.
Fun fact: Dolph Lundgren ran out of a dead end.
Oh, you know, the only reason why there's a pizza sign by the fenced-in area is so that Gary Goddard could use red light to create
Mood lighting. Yeah, I know. I remember that.
Yeah.
So cool. So cool.
If you notice, there's neon everywhere. There's neon in the music store. There's neon on the streets.
Yeah.
There's neon everywhere. Again, he had such little time to get this thing together. He literally treated it like a horror film.
Yeah, yeah. It definitely creates drama. The light.
Okay, so Tony Carroll was in a total of 3 movies. One of the other ones being Young Hercules in New York with Arnold.
Oh yeah.
So he's worked with Arnold and Dolph. He's
That's
very
funny.
physically imposing guy, but he's also a bodybuilder, which is probably why he got those roles.
I see. I stopped trying to look him up because I just couldn't find the picture.
Right.
I dig in deep tonight.
This was a standoff I wanted. Look at this, Beastman versus He-Man. Look at the size difference.
Absolutely.
I wanted to see him go like full toe-to-toe, like Roman Greco wrestling.
What I really appreciated in the next scene is when Evelyn's actually doing the holosphere or the scanner.
Yes.
They actually did that whole scene in one take.
That's amazing, right?
Again, just the level of acting that, you know, Meg Foster and, again, Frank Langella bring to this movie, where so many others are kind of, you know, they're all basically fresh. This is like, what, Dolph's second credit at the time?
Yeah.
You know, Courtney Cox's first movie. Like, and of course, you know, Gwilda.
I think Gary Goddard actually wanted her. She hadn't really acted much, but he wanted her because she was in a music video.
Yeah. Yep.
What was it? Bon Jovi or something?
Yes, Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Another little factoid here. They didn't need anyone to stand in for Dolph Lundgren because he's a martial arts. He's a black belt in karate.
Oh, well, I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah. Look it up. You'll see it. He does full on katas.
Well, I didn't. Yeah. Well, I believe you. That's cool.
He's also a PhD science professor or something like that. Like somebody look that up.
He served in the Swiss military.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Dr. Lundgren. This music shop looks just like
Oh, my mic was off. Duh. Like this.
there's a music store in Fresno that looks just like this.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and Dolph Lundgren's getting a ankle surgery. He's getting his ankle replaced soon.
That's right. Yeah, he
So go over to his Instagram and give him some good, healthy support.
I was trying to reach out to him to see if he would join us and give some commentary for this. Unfortunately, he never got back to me. But he injured his ankle way back in the 70s, and it's really, really caught up with him over the movies. So he is getting some surgery done, getting it fully replaced. He's very excited to get it done.
That's good. I hope that he heals quickly.
That's what I just said. He's getting his ankles replaced.
Yep, full replacement.
His left ankle.
So I'm seeing here in the chat, Emerald Knight photos, and Duchess have brought up that it was a Bruce Springsteen concert.
Oh, Bruce Springsteen. That's who it was.
Yeah.
Roger Sweet thought Dolph wasn't muscular enough. Interesting.
Really?
Pop actor.
Yeah, Pop Actor is saying that. And, you know, again, when your template for them is, or for the guy is Arnold, who
Good luck.
significantly bigger build than Dolph at the time.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Dolph was cut. He had the lean muscle, though, whereas Arnold was...
Arnold's shorter, too.
Yeah, yeah.
To his credit, Dolph put on some pounds for this movie. He was way bigger than he was in Rocky.
Yep.
Yeah.
He had to bulk up for this, and again, people still didn't think he was quite big enough.
He was the problem with Dolph is he's just a bit too tall. Schwarzenegger, I think, is an inch or two shorter than him, but he also has the girth. You know,
Yep.
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger has that girth, and we got to remember, at one point, Schwarzenegger was considering suing Mattel for using his physique,
His likeness.
Right.
Yeah.
He didn't get very far. But, I mean,
No, it's impossible to flex all those muscles at once.
Unless you're Terry Crews.
Yeah.
Well, if you're Terry Crews, not only can you flex them all at once, you can make them dance individually.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and all those synth pads hooked up to him, making all the instruments go off.
all right, guys, there he is.
There he is.
There's Strickland in his natural habitat.
He just got done with Marty, and now he's dealing with Kevin.
He's at the school, at the prom. He's ready to kick out another student. This is great.
Yeah.
How many proms is this guy, the police at? It's great.
Every single one.
Every single one. Ever.
His resume has listed all the proms he's attended.
It's like a giant scroll.
Yes, scroll.
Is James Tolkien typecast as a dick? Like seriously, I'm often
never-
wondering about that.
I've never seen him in anything where he plays a different role.
That's right.
And speaking of which, like, this guy deserves an action figure too. To sort of, you could put him in with your like NECA Marty McFly figures, and
Yeah, right?
yeah.
Lubeck absolutely needs an action figure. He's got to come with a shotgun. He's got to come with that trench coat.
Yeah.
Got to come with those two.
My God.
If Back to the Future made one with the NECA line, I would just throw them in my He-Man collection.
Absolutely. That would be the first of that line that I'd buy.
Yeah.
We see Tila being jealous right here.
Yeah.
She's so jealous. It's not even funny. Right here. She doesn't even shake Julie's hand.
Not.
She just gave him the cold eyes, like, are you serious?
Yeah.
But here's that shot of that scabbard. So I'm just wondering if, like you said, Jay, how they're going to do this with the Masterverse figure. I'm really intrigued.
The scabbard that's in the movie is purpose built. The reason being is because how do you do a quick draw with a freaking scabbard which is longer than you are?
Yeah,
it's impossible.
Yep.
So that's why that's right here. You'll see it. It's a 1/4 scabbard.
Yeah,
there it is. And that is exactly the quick draw. That's how he gets it out of off his back so quickly. It was actually a conscious decision. It makes a lot of sense.
Well, yeah, because anytime you're drawing a sword from behind your back, you can only extend your arm out so far. And if the sword is longer than that, you can't fully draw it out of a full scabbard.
Hey, Oz, you drawn a lot of swords lately?
Yeah, actually, I do.
I have a question for those of you that have the Classics version or the Super 7 version of He-Man from this movie. Is the scabbard correct on that figure?
No, it's a full scabbard, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wonder if they included with the Masterverse figure. I wonder if they've included the back button on Skeletor's cape.
Ooh, I hope so.
Right?
That would be a really nice added thing. And these things that Jay's talking about that go down his cape, they kind of remind me of like a priest, you know, with the cloths that come down, and it's like a dark priest type of thing, you know.
Yeah, very much so.
Establishing authority and dominance.
This is when we lose Saurod.
Oh, we're gonna have to take a drink and
yeah.
Here's one for you, bud.
I never pour out coffee, so sorry, I won't pour it out for my homie, but I will.
No, I just drank that one.
Yeah.
Look at that makeup on Card, though.
And He-Man's free.
He stole Tina Turner's wig from, Mad Max Beyond the Thunderdome.
Totally.
Well, penalty
for failure.
I wish I knew how to video so I could create
this
video with Card.
Oh, my dude is gone.
Oh, so sad.
Cheers, Sarad.
Cheers, Sarad.
We barely knew you.
We barely knew you.
And he's the only one who got and he's one of the only ones who got an action figure.
He was a man of few words.
And what a cool action feature on his figure too, doing the spark. Yeah.
A very seldom used, a much used feature in many toys, but the way they did it was very, very cool.
Yeah.
I was not suggesting I go. Then you should not have spoken.
Vintage MOTU. Hey guys.
That was like his biggest moment.
That was the first zinger. That was the first zinger I remember as a kid.
Yeah. I see we got vintage MOTU in the house tonight, guys.
Sick burn.
Hey.
Sick burn, dude. Sick burn.
Thanks for making it out.
Nolan said we need that Cadillac.
Yeah.
Yes. That should be a vehicle for Masterverse.
Totally. Cadillac, yeah.
I'd buy it in a heartbeat.
A Cadillac with Gwildor 2-pack.
Now I still want Gwildor with Cal. I'll take a Cadillac with Lubick.
I'm still waiting on the Battle Ram from Origins. If we get the pink Cadillac before the Battle Ram and Origins, I'm
We could probably find this house. It's probably still around somewhere.
I'm telling you.
Google Maps.
Got to get on this, brother. I will bring the family down. We will take
Hey, guys. It's a phone.
Yeah.
It's a phone.
It's a payphone.
No one watching this right now is any younger than 30 anyway. It's a phone, guys.
It's a landline phone.
That's right.
It's a payphone.
Phones with wires? What?
Dude, it's
not charging?
Pay $0.25 to use this payphone.
What's a
You couldn't
quarter?
leave that booth.
Carry plastic.
Do you guys remember? I don't know if they had this in the U.S., but here we actually had small little, like if you looked on the side of certain phones, they actually had this this dial pad for the hearing impaired. I don't know if you guys ever had that in the U.S.
Yeah,
not on any of the payphones I've used or used.
This is
I
awesome.
like taking pictures.
Lubick just starts manhandling the the cosmic key.
Bing, 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 bing.
I like how he's pounding it with his knuckles.
Like a chimpanzee.
You know what I think, kid? I don't think it's any kind of synthesizer.
That's right.
Boy, that lined up so well with my screen right now.
Oh yeah.
That was perfect.
Here we go.
These could have been Wind Raiders. You know what I mean? These could have easily been Wind Raiders or
That vehicle's a missed opportunity for a toy. I
is.
mean, that would have been
It
a
is.
great
Yeah.
piece.
It's gonna come out. They've got to release this in some way at some point.
Classics really
Here it is,
missed the mark for
here it is,
that
here it is,
piece.
here it is. Look at this. This is incredible. One take. One freaking take.
Look at that. Wow.
That's insane. That's
Yeah.
four. That was 4 gags in one take.
That's awesome.
But did you see how nonchalantly He-Man just tosses everything? He's like, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just want to say what's up to everybody in the chat. We got 69 in the chat.
Nice.
And Pop Actor said, "We're slackers."
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, here we go with that reference to having to interact with something that's not there.
Yeah, yeah.
Notice the difference, though, between how he pulls it off versus how so many others.
I like how nonchalantly he's like, yeah, no big deal. Hey, you want some chicken? Let me heat this up. Then we'll get to it.
yeah, but I love this. It's a jamming signal.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
Getting some interference.
Imagine trying to see out of that little slit right there.
Yeah. Gary Goddard also said that he really didn't like the lighting in these interior shots. He incorporated so many neon lights in all the other scenes.
Right.
So he shot these early on.
At Emerald Knight, happy birthday.
I was just going to say, I noticed Emerald Knight says his
Happy
he
birthday,
turns
Emerald Knight.
tomorrow.
Hey, happy birthday!
So, happy birthday.
Congratulations, Ember Knight. You're so young, kid.
Yeah,
You'll catch up to us soon. Don't worry,
you will. You'll get
but don't.
Armando says, isn't there an end credit scene in this movie? There is.
is.
Long
There is.
before the MCU made it popular.
We're going to the end, guys. We're not stopping anytime soon. We're going
All
right.
right, we got to go all the way there.
And we got
Ooh.
that music. The score is just beautiful. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Breaking news from Gnomski. He got a shipping notice for his 40th anniversary 2-pack this evening.
What?
Oh,
Wow.
There you go.
That is
Okay.
good news.
I knew something was up.
I'm
I
gonna
knew
check
something was up because when I went to check my Gwildor order, everything else did not say unfulfilled, and the only one that said unfulfilled was Grizzler. So
Pop actor coming in hot with, what is a phone booth?
Yeah.
That's right. Yep.
Nothing in my email regarding the 40th anniversary 2-pack yet.
There's that old school Wayne's World promo for Burger King.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yes. Yep.
Dude, imagine if you're eating chicken and like
Oh.
Beastman and all these people
Oh.
come in and get you, Jay. Oh man, what are you gonna do? Oh, wrecked.
Ooh.
That scene right there of Beastman, his makeup is different than the rest of the movie, and he looks so terrifying right there.
I
It's
was
like,
gonna say,
oh,
yeah, like
man.
that
I
scene
love how
scared me as a kid.
I love how Beastman's shoulder pauldrons are actually his bicep armor. If you
Yeah.
actually look carefully.
Yep.
Look at Blade's shoulder armor. Holy
Here comes right here.
Boom!
Jesus,
That's so close to his head.
you gotta give it to him, man. That
Yes.
was not easy.
Yep.
He probably had to hit Kevin up before the scene and just be like, hey, just don't move.
That's right.
Just don't move your head.
They don't teach you that in Starfleet Academy.
No.
I love how Card goes through all the information in this house and decides that this is the most poignant.
Yes.
No, but it's got the picture is like right there.
That's right.
I love all these little gadgets they make. Another look at handheld holographic device to show you what she's talking about. It's like that's insane.
I want that color.
Yes.
I want the color of Aldron. I want the color of Aldron. That thing is amazing.
Yes.
Then you could put it on all the other collectors that get stuff early and be like, "Where did you get One Dart so early?" And they'll have to tell you the truth.
That thing must be hot. That thing must be hot as hell, though. They did not have LEDs back in the day. That thing is those are tiny little light bulbs, and they are burning him right now. It's the old adage of if it blinks, it's working. I love it.
If they do
Now, does anybody know if the props and the costumes went on sale? I did see one for Beastman recently, but like her headpiece, that gorgeous gold metal headpiece, or I mean, did any of this stuff survive?
I bet Meg Foster has that headpiece.
I know for a fact that at least the costume that I found online that I sent the pictures of over to Jay, it's not holding up well, and it's one of the He-Man costumes, and it was the full thing, the red undies, the belts, his boots.
Yeah, I saw one of Beastman's, and it was in rough shape also.
Yeah.
They definitely did not care for these like they do some other of the Hollywood props. And that was available. It was an auction at the London Prop Shop is where I got those pictures from. Really good stills though, so you can really see the details. All right, so Pop Actor's asking, who else could we cast in the 80s besides Dolph for He-Man?
Schwarzenegger.
Schwarzenegger's the only.
I think that's really about it.
I mean, let's say we were able to, for the new movie, have the kid who's going to be playing him transform into another actor. Who would we have?
Nolan comes in with Lou Ferrigno.
I was about to say Nolan is reading my freaking mind. I was going to say Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah, Lou Ferrigno would have been a good choice, I think, especially coming hot off of the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah. Dude, he was huge for that. I don't think anybody was as big as him at that time.
The problem with Lou, unfortunately, is because of his deafness in one ear.
Yeah,
he just did not have the pronunciation down. Even today, he still has a very hard lisp. Yep. It's very hard for him.
Well, we got to give Dolph credit here.
Boom! Here's the chair. Not a chance.
Learning English throughout this movie for the script because he didn't have a whole lot of lines in Rocky, and he was just learning English.
He speaks a hell of a lot better English than freaking Schwarzenegger. I'll tell you that much right now.
He spoke a hell of a lot better Russian than he did speak English.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because of Rocky, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll still buy Dolph Lundgren's accent written, angst rather than Schwarzenegger. That's the one thing mind you, I don't want him to be overdubbed like he was in freaking Hercules, though. That was just
god, yeah, that was awful.
Gamer suggests Mark Singer, who was in Beastmaster movies.
No.
He was too small.
No.
Jay came out with the no guns.
No.
No.
Maybe if he's gonna ride the Panther, but that's about it. By the way, that Panther was fun fact. That Panther was painted.
Yes, yes, he was.
Yeah, it was not
fading throughout the movie. There are scenes where the dye is fading out.
Yeah.
Mookie says, I think Hulk Hogan could have pulled off 80s He-Man.
No.
I mean, size-wise, there's several wrestlers at the time that probably could have pulled him off.
Definitely one of the
Moogle with "What you gonna do, Skeletor?"
One of the Legion of Doom, for sure. Oh, the Warrior! The Warrior could have done it, man.
Yeah,
Ultimate Warrior, he could have done
it. Said Jesse Ventura, some of the other WWE, could have done, including Ultimate Warrior. And again, they've got the physiques for it.
But they had such distinct personalities. Like No, you would. I would have a hard time believing Jesse the Body Ventura.
Mukalith by the power of Grayskull, brother.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
What you gonna do when the power runs through you?
George the Animal Steel.
Maybe it's Beast Man.
Yeah, ripping everybody to shreds.
Yeah.
That
Love that
turnbuckle didn't have a chance.
No.
Pop actor, say your prayers and take your vitamins, Skeletor.
Yeah.
So, did anybody else also look at Man-at-Arms helmet and think it was like some kind of extra from RoboCop?
It was RoboCop reject.
It looks like a play helmet to me.
Yeah.
The little lens thing that comes down. It's like you
Right.
find that at
I swore I had the role play RoboCop helmet as a kid, and I felt like it was just Man-at-Arms helmet.
Yeah.
Had that little flip visor.
We see it right here. There it is.
And does Dolph's gun not look like the Duck Hunt gun from Nintendo?
A little bit. I always thought so. Like the gray version, not just that orange version. They just took black.
Yeah, the gray version. Yeah.
I'm sure cosplayers are all over that.
Vintage MOTU says it's the Chips helmet.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Pedro Lopez says Kerry Von Erich.
Okay. Out of the Von Erichs. And Nolan mentioned the helmet looks something from Captain Power too.
Actually, no, you're right. He's right. Nolan's actually, that actually is a variation on Captain Power's helmet.
And I was going to say, Jay, you were just mentioning how directed that, right?
Yes. Gary Goddard cut his teeth on.
Hello, Ricardo D. Felipe. Hi, guys. Just joining from Guayaquil, Ecuador.
Hey.
Ecuador in the house.
Awesome. Wow. Thank you, Ricardo. Good to see you, my friend.
Thank you, big time.
Man, that poor drum set. There's no way. That's definitely going on clearance tomorrow. All the gear is half price.
Yeah.
You gotta throw a few replacement heads in there for the drum.
Yeah, you'll need some new strings for these guitars, but they should be fine.
Are you getting ready? Where they
bodies up.
Most of the budget went into this one scene.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love
60% of the budget.
I love Man-at-Arms shotgun. It's so classic.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And Gwildor says dent and scratch sale.
Almost new sale.
That's right. Slightly used.
Dude, wrecked that drum hardware bin.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh, get some new strings. It'll buff out.
Nope.
Did they just buy a music store and wreck everything? Like, is that actually what they did?
I'll tell you honestly, even if this gear was broken, they destroyed thousands of dollars worth of gear in there. Like,
You know it.
I think it's tens of thousands.
it's crazy.
They actually broke windows accidentally of several of the stores that they had to replace down that street.
That's where most of the budget went.
Accidentally.
Collateral damage budget.
40%.
That's right.
Oh my gosh, Collector 1970.
Yeah, that's a bit too close, but
There.
that's a bit too close. That is a bit too close.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm from Canada. So.
I know.
Chef M80, lightly worn sale.
Ray actually says she likes the movie so far. Wow,
Excellent.
that is amazing. That is awesome. Barry says Andre the Giant, an Iron Sheik, has He-Man and Skeletor.
Okay.
I could get on board with that.
Sure.
Yeah, I can see it.
I love that scene right there. A lot of people have a problem with it, but I love the scene where she says "woman at arms." I love that, and you know what? It's perfect. It's prophetic. It actually happens, right? Like we know.
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, we get that later on. So
Is John Westby asking about the New Origins Roton or the New Origins Ron?
I'm pretty sure it's Roton because Ron.
Maybe that's what we're going to call you, Roton Ron.
Roton Ron, right here. Yeah, I did. I got one. You should check out my video, John. It's the big trade video number 3.
That's right.
Roton.
Yeah, Collector. For me, that's a bit too soon.
Yeah, too soon. Oh. I like this one slide. We're getting a good glimpse of the back of his head here.
That's right.
Of Tolkien's head. The most famous bald head in Hollywood.
Yeah, until I get there.
You're on your way, bro.
So, Jay, we actually have a question for you here from the chat. Renegade Biker 24 says, Jay, how are your display cabinets working out for you?
So you know, a lot of people, you know, I got some questions after the video came out, and everyone's like, "Why are you still wearing the mask?" I'm like, "You guys should read the titles. It was back in 2001,
yeah.
Right?" I'm still trying to figure out what to do. Like, basically, this is why we're taking the journey together, because I want suggestions. I want, you know, tips from everybody out there, because it is not easy putting together a display room. I got to tell you, it's
No, it is not.
Just,
I've done it multiple times.
How do you choose between your children? Like, that's what it comes down to. Like, you know, who gets to be on display and who gets to be put back on the shelf? Like, it's, you know,
that's right.
Well, then you have the case like us where we have multiple collections. We have mineral collections. We have a huge Magic the Gathering collection with all of our art and prints and stuff. Then we have the action figure collection. Then we have the MOTU. I mean, it's just bonkers.
Yeah.
That was a great video you put up, Jay. That was so fun to see you go through all that, and you go, "I'm in the van again." You know, I was right there with you, man.
And
Chris Hemsworth, no, you know what? He would be the same situation as. Actually, you know what? No, I take that back. Yes, actually, I do. Like, the size he was in the last movie, he probably could do He-Man. Yeah.
It's unfortunate that he's already played Thor. It's like he can't play. Yeah, it's too bad. He kind of would have been good. This scene here, by the way, of the I want to backtrack a little bit. The woman who plays her mom, her acting there is on point. That is some solid acting at where she is Evil Lynn, and right before she becomes Evil Lynn. Like, that's such good acting.
Very possessed.
Yeah, but not cartoonish.
Right.
No, yeah, I don't think Kurt Russell could have been a He-Man.
I think Wildor was a little nervous jumping over that flame.
I think Billy Barty was in real danger right there.
He really was. That was like 20 feet tall for him.
He's basically being thrown around the whole movie.
Yeah, he's got barbecue sauce. He's got flame burns. He's got guitar debris in his hair.
Head first in a pond.
Here we go. There it is, Jay.
Yep.
We need that. All right, so fun fact, 1*10, I did not use my coupon.
Yeah, I don't think you would have had time.
Didn't get a chance. I know a couple people in your chat said they were able to, so that's pretty cool.
That's impressive.
They got reflexes. They got the speed, man. I could.
That's beyond impressive. Yeah.
They got those shortcut keys.
Oh, this was the first time. Actually, this was the second time I heard "Holy shit" in the movie.
Oh yeah.
Well, what a time to use it, right?
Range from the PG-13. Got to watch them curse words in there.
I think they were allowed 2.
Spike was the only one who that was the one I heard previous to that.
Yeah. Yep.
But look at this vehicle. Like, look how flimsy that handrail was at the time. He's like getting on board. He's like, "Oh, I better not touch the handrail. It might break in half."
Yeah.
Yeah. There's that mullet, man.
So remember he was asking if Saurod got lost on set from Land of the Lost.
Saurod was.
He just wandered in one day and they were like, hey, there we go. Let's keep him.
Let's grab that flea stack, put him in this movie.
That's right.
Thanos copter. I got mine with the coupon. Copy pasted it beforehand.
That's right. Control C, Control
You know
V.
what? Say what you will about Man at Arms armor, but it has every single piece of the original toy armor there. It's got the breather, it's got the freaking shield, which is comes up and down. It's got the shoulder pauldrons. It's got everything. Like he's got more than one, but seriously, it's all there.
That was my only thing is it had two. If he just had the one, I was with it.
I was so hoping for an Air Centurion toy. It was not even funny.
There's those flying discs coming in. Oh, this entrance right here.
Though, with the Air Centurions, as far as those went, I think it was after this movie came out that they released the Jet Sled toy accessory pack. Like when they started releasing like the Stilt Walker and everything. Do you think maybe that could have been like okay, we can't use the movie design, but we'll substitute this?
I wonder. You got me thinking. I wonder if there's any customizers out there that have used
we need that throne as a playset.
The smaller hovercraft from Return of the Jedi toy and made their own.
Oh, the skiff, like the one that Jay got on sale for $25. He wouldn't have paid more, but he did get it on sale.
The skiff. I wonder if has anybody made their own using the skiff.
Hey, Jay, let me buy your skiff. I want to customize it.
$50 for you, Ray.
Collector 1970 says Willem Dafoe would be a great Skeletor. Oh, that's an awesome idea.
That would be a neat choice, I think, if they were doing the updated movie.
Anytime I look at any vehicle that Skeletor's ever had, I always think that he must have literally scrounged everything he ever found from the Snake Man and put it back together. Because the chariot that he rides on right there, that's a full Snake Man. Like even the throne, it's all snake heraldry everywhere.
Yes,
yeah.
He just
same with the end caps of his chair. Those are snakes.
Right.
Same with Evelyn's shoulder pads. Those are adorned with snakes.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's really like when he raided Snake Mountain that he was just like, okay, cool. I got free army builder stuff.
Yep. There's that duck hunt gun again. I'm looking at it here in
right?
Fun fact. That is actually Scout in Captain Power.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Look at the armor. That's actually Scout.
Okay.
I believe it.
Yeah, definitely.
The helmet specifically.
Yeah.
Dude, don't we all want one of these? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, now they just catch on fire.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So, Mookle makes a comment here. This movie was on TV the other weekend. I made the girlfriend watch it with me. Might be why I'm alone tonight.
Oh, no. That's sad.
We're all sorry to hear that, Mookle. All so sorry.
That's too soon, Mookle. You didn't have to share that one. That could have been that one you kept to yourself.
Yeah.
We're here for you, brother. We're here for you.
Ooh, there it is again, the claw. Evelyn at this point is just done with that claw.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
had it.
May have spoke too soon here.
Finished.
Well, that's the only way to catch him. You got to walk real slow.
I always wonder, how did you get that shot? You basically tell the actor, yeah, just walk right into the camera, please. Just like, keep coming. Keep coming.
Here it is. Here's that marionette shot they did right here. Here it is.
Yep.
Another fun fact, both of these guys are strapped to the back of trucks, right?
Yeah.
Right. Mr. White Armando asks, who directed this again? It was Gary Goddard.
It's like a parade.
Have any of you guys met Gary Goddard at any conventions or anything?
I have not. No, unfortunately.
Me neither. Yeah. Okay. I think that.
Yay! The sex bots are back.
Oh,
Sex
no.
I got it.
bots.
I love Gwildor's little device right there. It's like kind of rotating on the edge of itself.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's an old trick to make it look like it's actually. They use the same technique in Superman.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. For the rings around.
See, there's those chair snakes.
You're right.
Yep.
You're right. I'm gonna make one of these.
Very interesting that they would pay attention to that kind of detail.
Look at that. Look at those cobras, man. Freaking dope. That's so rad.
We all do Snell's World. We all want that.
That's right.
He's like, oh, you want my duck hunt gun? There you go.
Yeah.
We're all craving some Masterverse vehicles, so it'd definitely be cool if we got, that big kind of throne skiff.
I had such grand plans for you.
Chef M80 says, you know you've made it when the sex bots show up.
I love the way Man at Arms just looks at Gwildor with pride when he's literally standing up to Skeletor. It's just one of those moments.
That's right.
I like the fact that Skeletor could smirk and have that little bit of dark humor in him.
Yeah.
I want to know what a torquedom is. It sounds really bad.
I don't.
Maybe we would have seen it in the sequel.
Yeah.
Gwildor says it right here.
Torquedoms.
Okay.
The slide that's
This
up right
is the
now.
moment. This is the moment in the cartoon where I waited for this moment. I seriously did.
Oh God.
Here we go with the feats of strength. It's a Festivus miracle.
That's right.
Oh, fun fact. The last guy to pile on top of He-Man tripped. Watch carefully. He trips over another soldier and then actually nearly decapitates of Dolph Lundgren. Right here, watch. He'll trip over a guy. Pay attention. Right here. Watch this.
Oh, Skeletor's loving that.
He's laughing.
That's funny.
But that was the moment where he literally throws 6 guys off his back. It's like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Finally.
I can't get over the cosmic key with the fanny pack clip at the top right there. That's always going to get to me,
That's true, eh? It's literally that little.
That's
clip.
where the strap
Yep.
goes. It's one of those fanny pack clips.
Yep.
Man, use what you got, right?
Hey, man.
Yeah.
And each one of those things that rotates was on its own motor. They were all independently moving. So if one of them broke or something, you had to do the whole thing. And so thankfully they were built really well and they made it through the shots.
When the sword of power drops, you can hear the power. You can hear the weight of it. And look at Blade. Look at him. He's
and there's that extra knife that you were talking about, the Masterverse figure. He does wield a second knife.
He does.
A dagger.
I think Blade and He-Man have some history.
They definitely seem to allude to that in the movie.
Yeah. Renegade Biker down here, Renegade Biker 24 says, I think maybe Michelle Pfeiffer would be a good sorceress. I totally agree.
Yeah, I can see her doing that.
Yeah. That would be amazing.
Or
Collector 1970 says it looks like a Macy's float.
Yeah. Totally. Beers, chickens, movies, and action figures. Sounds good to me.
Yep.
Pop Actor says Jay knows all the fun facts. How many times have you watched this in your lifetime?
Yeah, Jay.
Enough.
Don't even ask me to count how many times I watched it. Can we talk about
He
the
just looks at the camera.
Gamer Bud? Sorod's outfit was used in another movie. What other movie where there was an alien bounty hunter hunting teenagers?
With bio armor.
Oh man, I'm trying to think of the name of it, but I have seen it before because I've recognized it in it. It's definitely a very B movie.
It was Snakes on a Plane.
No.
Sarad pops out of the overhead.
I'm gonna brag. I'm gonna brag humbly and say it's more than 10.
The amount of times you've seen it.
I'm gonna brag humbly.
Yeah. Isn't Snakes on the Plane?
Multiply that by a factor.
Yeah.
Oh God.
The TMNT Cadillac and add a roof for Gwildor's Cadillac.
Ooh.
The sizzling really killed me.
Yeah.
That damn thing's cooking, man.
It
Holy
hurts.
shit. What's that smell? Oh my God.
Dude, that leg wound looks nasty.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude,
It's going to smell real bad.
Don't look at it.
Don't look at it.
No. You see, Kevin. So it is relatively. How the hell does he say? Opening a dimensional door is relatively easy. What the hell are you talking about? But the tones, Kevin. The tones were stored in this cosmic key were completely erased. Like, come on, Gwildor.
Hey, and the image here, we've got a nice, distinct look at that clip.
Yep.
There's that clip, man.
Right out in front for you.
That fanny pack, that 80s frontal fanny pack.
That's
Yep.
right.
I really respect the makeup on Gwildor. Honestly, the mouth prosthetic, it just sold it. But if you actually like, there are scenes where you get really close to his face, and you can actually see Billy Barty's mouth inside of the mouth, and he's doing an even better job of emoting. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Did you see how fast that speaker was in the shot and then out of the shot?
Yeah.
That speaker didn't stand a chance.
That speaker was removed later. Right there. Look at his mouth right now. You can actually see wonderful. Again, the way he speaks. Look at this right here.
Yeah.
Beautiful, just gorgeous.
I like seeing the back of Man at Arms' sword right there. I think it's one of the only shots you really see detail of that sword.
Yeah, because they don't show it off much. They try to push, He-Man as the main sword wielder. So, they were trying to make them use as many other weapons as possible.
I wish he used that sword on somebody. It would have been so cool.
I love like you're right, Jay, with the makeup for Gwildor. He's able to express emotion, and you could see everything in that makeup. It's really well done.
Now, look at I never noticed this before until I watched it on Blu-ray. The most recent time was on Blu-ray, but Gwildor has like age spots on his skin, and
yes,
that's just good artistry right there.
Yeah, same with Karg. They have that depth to the makeup.
Yeah.
I need a few things. Tesseract.
Oh, I got one right here. Yeah, sure.
Rectifier. I've got an Octone rectifier.
Yeah, right. I just always had exactly what they needed.
There's the sword again.
That's a cool sword.
It's a very small sword too when you really think of it.
Yes.
Well, actually, no. It's actually a full sword. He-Man's sword is just gigantic.
Blade's sword is
Dolph Lundgren
gigantic.
said
That
it was a
thing's nuts.
pain swinging his sword around in the movie.
Hey, there he is.
Big boy. Big boy. Big boy.
It'd be nice if they were to do a Where Are They Now, and it they showed whatever happened to Pig Boy. If his acting career took off after this.
Hey Oz, there's an idea for you.
Yeah.
There we go. That's what I got to do.
I didn't know the actor who played Pig Boy is Brad Pitt.
Okay. The makeup on the sorceress here freaked me out. Like I was like, whoa, geriatrism.
Yeah.
This is what Oz was talking about. She really looks drained.
Yep.
She looks like she's gonna die.
Yes.
She just had that energy drain to power Skeletor, you know? She's got like nothing in the tank.
It's my destiny. It is my right. No one shall deter me from it.
Well, if somebody was, talking at me like Skeletor is talking at everybody for several hours back to back, I think I'd get drained too.
I love that. I love that line that the sorceress gives Skeletor. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Sword of Grayskull.
So it's funny. I said earlier that Karg looks like he stole Tina Turner's wig from Mad Max, and Vintage MOTU pops in here. Karg reminds me of the feral kid from the Road Warrior.
Oh my gosh, even more so.
He's about the same height too. It's great.
Basically straight out of the Mad Max franchise.
Yeah, that's what they did. They just pulled him out of that. Sarah walked off another set.
So, you know what? I gotta check, because every time they put this on TV now, do they actually have that screen that says like violence and mild torture? Like he's getting lashed here.
Yeah,
it's mild torture.
Yeah, mild.
Somebody had said that Mukul had said that he watched it on TV just last week. Did they show that scene on TV?
Oh yeah, let's find out.
Ask the chat.
Unforgettable harm upon you.
Look at how great that look is. Oh
yes.
I love Evelyn's little. Like, ooh.
Mm-hmm.
All hand drawn right here.
Foster
All
with the
hand
wind.
done. That whip is all hand drawn.
Yes.
As a kid, you're like, oh, she's mean. But as an adult, you're like, kinky? What's wrong with you?
No shame in that.
She's literally like, oh, getting some ideas here, Skeletor.
It's
Come on, we're moving in.
Look at that setup. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Holy shit. You know what? I'm sorry, but Tila's got balls of steel. That thing came right up on her.
Yeah.
It's tough.
What keys?
And we do have the answer here from Mukul. He says, yes, they showed that scene. So they still show it on TV.
All right.
Anonymous dude saying 80s movies were fire.
It is animated, right? But the thing is that after they finish lashing him, you see the scars.
Yeah, he's got all the lashes across his back.
Looks like apple jelly. What, John? What looks like apple jelly?
Oh, the leg.
Yeah,
the leg infection.
Portion from the leg. Yeah.
Totally.
Because they were green, right?
Yes. God, it's so rough watching that.
I don't know if we know how old Gwildor is, pop actor.
He's probably 300, I would imagine.
Well, according to earlier in the chat, Gwildor said he was only 7 when the movie came out.
They age really slow.
Well, you know, Fenorians age very quickly.
Yes. That's it. Very fast. 7 looks like 300.
Like, did
There's
you
those
see
lashes.
those lashes?
That's deep.
Those lashes were deep, man. I'm sorry.
They were.
God.
They were.
And they're not bleeding because they cauterized immediately.
Yeah.
Now, one of those things, again, that was kind of disappointed with is that, Blade is the one that does the lashing and he has the whip. But, I wish, maybe Beastman handed it to him or...
Beastman's done the whip. He's the guy with the whip. I agree with you, Oz.
I just
Oh,
really
yeah,
wish
this
it
is a
had
great line. Alpha and the Omega, death and rebirth, and as you die, so shall I be reborn. Just an
So
incredible.
good.
The performance, man, just dripping with
Yes.
crazy.
Yes.
Do you remember me? Neil!
Yeah.
Neil! Oh man, just gorgeous.
Fantastic. God.
I love this. I love the hollow
Look, look,
sphere
look,
that
look,
they
look,
use.
look,
That's
look,
so cool.
Look,
They're still there.
You know, they were there for all 51 days of filming because nobody told them to leave.
They're still there.
They didn't have the address for the Whittier shoot.
They're still there. They are still standing.
It's just
They still
reversed.
got their arms up. They still.
It's reversed. The image is just reversed. That's it.
They flipped it because the little crash thing was on the other side.
Yeah.
Master of the universe. Oh snap!
All right, here
There we go. The iris.
The Stargate is opening.
That's such a cool scene. Oh man. Here we go. Look at this. It's so cool.
All the animation, just all hand drawn.
There's Disco Skeletor right there.
Just
Disco Inferno.
within me. I am a part of the cosmos. Moons flow through me.
Yeah. This is the gold armor is
What consequence are you now? This planet, these people.
I'm really, really hoping we get this God Skeletor.
Unstoppable.
you too.
power.
I'm most sad that I missed from that Super 7 line. I really, really wanted to get that God Skeletor.
And you know what? I'll agree with you, Oz. If we're getting God Sorceress from the Kevin Smith He-Man, they got to go down this line. I mean, it's such an iconic costume for Skeletor. I don't see why they wouldn't.
Sex bots.
All right, got him.
I love the fact that Evil Lynn is the only one staring right at him.
Yes.
Here we
Like
go.
everybody else is shielding, kind of like looking back, and she's just
I like that steal of Dolph before this one.
Well, no.
Oof.
Awesome.
No.
I like how the power just didn't stay on him and his costume too. Like the Havoc staff was altered as well.
Can we bring him over here?
But it
You know.
became,
I'll take him.
the Havoc staff actually became the medium, which allowed him to
Right.
migrate.
Yeah.
Grayskull's going nuts, so we're gonna have a special appearance guest right now from Grayskull himself.
What?
My cat is going bonkers, so we got to calm him down with a little bit of lovings. He's jumping everywhere. Oh, come here, buddy.
Got the zoomies.
What the hell did Lubick touch?
All right, buddy.
You know what? It's so great that when they reappear, like, you know, half the car is.
Right. It's gone.
I love that.
Look at that helmet. It's got like bat wings on the back.
Yeah.
That thing is
I-
serious.
I think Frank Langella needed neck therapy after that because that thing weighed a ton.
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh, word.
I love the fact there's just this one little cove that's open for them.
Yeah.
I like how half the front of the Cadillac is there.
just
Any-
that half.
For any of you diorama makers out there, I want to see you make that half Cadillac, the half of the brick wall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see it.
Yeah, right. The payphone,
The payphone. Let's see it all. Let's see it.
the duck hunt gun.
Michael says,
I will show it all over
There it is. There
my
it is.
Instagram. Definitely.
Yeah. Got to see that, folks.
You promised not to hurt them. I lied.
Yeah.
Yes.
You watch the forward position. I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone or something.
I like how Kevin's giving the police officer instructions.
Here's Lubick at his finest. Lubick at his
I was going to
finest.
say, this is like his
look at that hair.
shining moment in the film.
cow.
Like, how dare who these guys are?
Yep.
He's been waiting for this day to go all complete
Come on,
soldier of
slackers!
fortune.
Oh, totally.
Go and get some slackers! Come on!
Well, you know, like he's so used to dealing with high school kids that he can't actually hit, beat up, or shoot. So, you know, he's jumping in here and he's like, finally.
Yes, Anonymous Dude, that's true. They did actually plan for a She-Ra cameo, but it never came to be.
That's
Yeah.
right. They definitely wanted to have her in here as well, because this was also right around the time she was taking off a bit more too,
Yeah.
with her toys and all.
Yeah, she was coming into her own around this time.
Yep.
I think they were closing in on the end of the first season.
Yo, do you think a live action She-Ra movie would do well?
Well, they're gonna do a series apparently on Amazon.
Yeah, that's the problem, though, right? I mean, they're probably going to pattern it off of the Netflix television series.
Right.
Imagine if they went dark with it and they made it real like.
They
you know.
could. The groundwork was already laid for that, considering.
That'd be rad because Hordak and the Horde make them real dark.
Well, remember, if you read the comics, she was actually a true lieutenant in there. She was
Yeah.
and she killed many Eternians when they tried to reinvade. It was pretty brutal.
Feats of strength.
I wonder which Eternian elder that is.
Dude, look how tall that statue is. And Dolph's just like, I'll just push this over.
Yeah.
Well, this was like that one scene where they really kind of showed off that He-Man strength. I know earlier we're talking about how he wasn't like completely overpowered, and they
All right.
showed that yes, he does.
Hold on,
have
guys.
the
We need a moment. We need a moment of silence.
All right. Yes.
God, I love that.
But I will.
Someone in the chat said we needed Tweeterhead God Skeletor statue, and I totally agree.
Oh man, I can only
Let
imagine how
this be our final battle.
So we mentioned this earlier, but fun fact: they had to sneak into the theater. They had to sneak into the studio to get this last scene done.
That's why all the lights were off.
all the lights are off. They couldn't do any of the big filming that they planned for this.
Those are all hand-moved lights.
Yep.
Amazing.
Pure creativity at this point. Jeffrey Goddard basically had to actually rent the equipment by himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the scene was cut dramatically.
That's right, because this was supposed to be a very, very extensive sword fight that they just never got to really do.
He said that was the reason why they built the set so big was for this last fight.
That's right. They wanted to have a really, really epic battle.
It was supposed to be a swashbuckling epic where they were.
That's a great shot of Dolph right there. That feels like He-Man. It's just that's a great shot.
It does.
If you look at Skeletor's makeup here, it's effed up.
Yeah.
Because again, they did not have the budget.
Well, they didn't also, at this point, too, if you were talking about a skeleton crew that was filming these scenes, these sequences, you know, they didn't have the full cast and crew that they had for the previous stuff.
I think if you look carefully, that's not even Frank Langella.
Probably not. You also notice, again, like you were saying, like it's messed up, like the eye holes around the prosthetics are more separated in that scene.
If you look carefully, that's all blue screen.
Yeah.
Like, that last shot, it was completely blue screen.
Yep.
They're probably just like trying to just keep everything together here at the end.
Victory! The closing of the iris.
Yes.
That's
Closing down the Stargate.
They're going back to Atlantis.
Yeah.
Dolph says victory like he needs some Neutrogena lotion on his back.
I'm sorry. I really am sorry to say this, but the palace guard looks freaking terrible.
Oh God, yeah, God awful.
That's the happiest I've seen that guy in any movie he's ever been in.
They all look like weekend warriors at a baseball game. I'm serious.
Look at that frontal cap on Sources. Looks like kind of marble almost. Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah, but it also retains the beak from thing.
Yeah.
The white sorceress for that comes with Castle Grayskull.
Exactly.
Don't say goodbye. Come on, don't say goodbye. We're almost there, folks. Don't say goodbye.
All right, let's listen to
Good
it.
journey.
Hold on, let's listen to it. Let's listen to it.
Live the journey, for every destination is but a doorway to another. Good journey.
Good journey, everyone.
Good journey.
And that'll do it. See you later, folks. Remember to like and subscribe. Look at how polished that armor is. Oh.
Yeah. Fast forward 35 years.
I was gonna say it's not looking so hot now.
Fun fact, it's actually Easter chocolate with gold wrappers.
Yeah, I bet.
That explains it, Jay. That's why we saw it without the foil on it. It was just a chocolate.
Fun fact, Gwildor ate the chocolate and put it as bows in his hair.
I always love the little tells that story makers put in their scripts. Literally at the end, I can send you anywhere, past or future. Right? You know what I mean? Like seriously, it literally just basically telling you, yeah, I'm going to send you back to see your mom. You know, Wonderful storybook ending. Good journey.
But as we know and learned from Stargate SG-1, going back and changing timelines, it rewrites the history and the future in which they live in. So it's really quite dangerous.
Very.
Eternia is protected by magic. They're fine.
Yeah, but Earth isn't.
Unfortunately, they sent her back in time on Earth. Bears nothing to Eternia here. However, this is how we ended up with friends.
Good one. Good one. What the heck is she wearing here? It's a giant muumuu.
It's a muumuu, yeah.
Old 19
Oh.
We can't have her wearing leotards, in bed. Or
she matches the wallpaper pretty good.
Yeah.
So it's actually just camo. Got it.
That's the 80s version of green screen.
Right, used for sneaking around her house.
Check
and getting
out the glasses. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Those things are huge.
They're back.
Suck spots. Ah!
I love the fact she steals the itinerary too. You notice that?
Yeah.
She takes the
It does
key
take
to
chances.
the itinerary. Like they can't even get on a plane. She takes she takes their passports, I think, too.
Yeah.
Says this ain't happening this
She
time.
took her.
She changes
took
everything right there.
She took the map. She took the passports. She took the keys, and she's out of there in her socks.
She changes everything right there.
Is this the same street as Big?
Sure looks like it.
Oh yeah, I never
By
thought of that
changing
before.
by changing everything in this scene in the movie, by doing so, she rewrote the whole entire future for mankind on Earth. And there you have it. Thus the beginning of New Adventures He-Man.
Yeah.
There it is.
All right. Here we go, everybody.
Oh man. Love that.
Yes.
Fantastic. God, always good to watch that movie.
Now we have to wait through all the credits.
Yes, we do.
That's right. That's right.
But you know what? We have some amazing music to listen to in the background.
That's true.
Crazy. Bill Conti, amazing.
Yep. Bill Conti.
Incredible.
Pig Boy Richard Sponder Shout out to Richard.
Yeah. Now, can I just say that even though, I know I'm jumping ahead, but even though the end credits scene is a line from Terminator, it's better than most end credit scenes I've seen in the last like 3 years.
Yeah. Well, the best part about it was short and it said everything.
But the problem for me is it made me wanting more. Like I knew I was so sure that they were that they were going to make another movie.
Well, you know, they were on the way. It's been said in the chat a couple times tonight. The sequel, they started to work on it, and unfortunately, it got dropped as Masters of the Universe 2. But it lived on as Cyborg with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Speaking Moistly says Danny DeVito would be the best fit for He-Man.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Pedro, unfortunately, my dad pretty much had enough about this point. He wanted to go home. So, no, we did not stay in the theater to watch the last piece.
Oh, nice. Ray Black says, I'd watch it again.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So you enjoyed it. That's awesome.
Again, it is a great movie. It in terms of everything, it's a full 2 hours, eh? Like,
yeah.
Just under 2 hours. Holy crap. That's pretty long for a kids movie. A kids movie is usually 90 minutes.
It was like 146 minutes, I think, is like the total runtime of the movie, and then like into the credits and with the beginning intro and stuff like that, it really does hit up to that full 2 hour mark.
Yeah.
Jay, you got to read Gwildor's comment there.
He still enjoys it?
That's right.
Absolutely. Rhea says she'd watch it again. Absolutely. It's a wonderful film. Right. Just a wonderful film.
We've done our job, folks.
Jimmy Dredd says Dan DeVito is a Rotar.
There we go.
Yes.
That'd be great.
Do you remember me? My mom is actually Freddy. Oh no, it's a nightmare.
Yeah.
That would have been one of those Freddy scenes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely would have.
Yeah, it had that vibe and that atmosphere to it too.
Yeah, but you know what?
She could have woken up in a nightmare.
That was such a ridiculous scene at the end of Freddy when he literally takes the person from the other side of the door and pulls them in. That was just ridiculous.
The feet going right through the window.
Yeah. No realism in there whatsoever. Strickland with her. Oh la la.
Yeah.
I got a castle. I got a beautiful woman.
That's right.
All right, here we go. I'll be back.
God, I love that.
Oh, it's such a great.
They actually got Frank, like what dedication? They got Frank Langella to actually sit in the pool of goop and freaking,
right. Well, I mean, he
hold his breath, and then come out and say I'll be back, like crazy, man. What a true consummate professional, like crazy.
He was all about doing this movie.
He was. His kids were into He-Man, and he was like, "I'm going to do this movie."
Shout out to the chat and everybody still here. Thank you guys for sticking with us. That is so awesome.
Absolutely. Thank you guys. It's been a magical evening.
Really
and you know what? It's just been so much fun to revisit this movie one more time.
Best.
Ricardo, I remember as a kid, I got my own VCR. You did? God damn. My dad set me up a video membership account. Really?
That's
holy dude.
We're all really jealous.
I'm so jealous. The first video I rented was Master of the Universe, dude.
Wow.
You are
That's
awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
Hey, Nova, what's going on? Bailey Bartley, the real MVP. Special mention to Dolph Speedo and Chelsea's bodysuit. Oh, yeah. Nova, you notice such the most interesting things. Speaking moistly, Danny DeVito is the best for any role.
That's so true. So true.
I need another penguin in my life. Gamer Bud, the sequel of the movie was supposed to be Skeletor's return to Earth and poses as an 80s big corporation chemical tycoon, and He-Man was supposed to pose as a college football player. No lie, that's what they wanted. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's how we got Cyborg, right?
That's right.
Oh, shit. Danny DeVito was Ram Man.
That would have been fun.
That would have been awesome. Oh my god, that is just true.
You know, Ram Man was actually not supposed to be this short, stout character that we know of.
Mm-hmm.
He was actually supposed to be very large and bulky.
Yeah.
But because of the toy action, when Filmation saw it, they drew him as such a short, stubby character in the Filmation cartoon that's just what he became after that. But then 2000X and Mike Young production version, they kind of corrected it a bit by making him larger.
Yeah.
Extension in the spring legs, yeah.
Yep.
Pop Actor is still not convinced. Why must they write this for MOTU? Why must they write this for MOTU the story? All names, characters, and incidents portrayed in this production are fictionists. No identification with actual persons. Oh, Pop Actor, tell us how you really feel. Tell us how you really feel. Tell us. John Wesby, I love this movie. Mukul, Danny DeVito as Battle Cat. Chef M80, you guys are awesome. You know what, Chef, and everybody in the chat, thank you again for sticking around with us. This
That's
has been
great.
amazing, nice. Please don't forget to subscribe to Skelevader, to Collecting Classics, and of course to Oz. Tell the name, I can't remember.
Ozstradamus Toyz.
There you go. There you go.
And fun news, we just launched our first YouTube video as well, just unboxing of Jitsu, so go check that out at Collecting Classics on YouTube.
Right.
My first YouTube video. It's a little rough. It's my first one, but I hope you guys enjoy it. And thanks, Jay, for having us, for having me especially. Oz, your company's always a pleasure. And it was our first time with Ron tonight. So thank you, Skelevader. Awesome stuff from all of you guys. I just wanted to say thank you for having me. And thanks to the chat for providing us with a wonderful chat throughout the movie. I just wanted to shout out to everybody.
And no, it's great to see you all here and get together and talk and watch this movie. And Collecting Classics, Ray, like you've got an amazing collection. It was so nice. I finally just got to meet you the other day. It's awesome. And you know, I'm gonna just say it. Oz and I have a show on my channel called Toy Frenzy. We had Mega J on as a guest, and you should go watch those back episodes. And if you want to see Oz tomorrow night, he's gonna do usually Toy Frenzies on Saturday night, but I'm out of town. It's not gonna work out, but he's gonna be going live on his channel.
Hit that sub for Oz.
Yeah,
Definitely.
it would happen. And I want to just say, Jay, thanks so much for having us on. This is just a pleasure, like absolute pleasure. Thank you, man.
I wouldn't have it any other way, guys. This is a movie which needs to be enjoyed with good friends, and honestly, it's infectious. It really is.
Yeah.
Although there are people who even we just Pop Actor is definitely not a fan. What's a VCR? But and I understand that it's not like much like the way Revelations didn't work for a lot of people. This movie is not going to work for a lot of people. But you know what? It is a wonderful piece of Master Universe history, and it should not be forgotten.
And it's classic 80s.
Absolutely, it literally is cheesified, but that's exactly what this is. This is a piece of our childhoods. For those who did watch it, and for those who are scared to watch it, I'm glad you did. Right, and now you can chalk that off your bucket list. It's like I survived Master of the Universe, the motion picture. That's something to hold on to your to hold on as a bucket list kind of thing. For me, this is probably the 80th time I've watched this film. Probably getting closer to that. But you know what? It's just been an absolute blast as always. And I wouldn't have done this without you guys. This is definitely a huge fun experience. It's something I used to watch religiously. I used to watch this every year. But times change the way things are, and it just seemed appropriate with the announcement of the Master Universe movie figures from Mattel that we celebrate this, right? 30, and you know what? I did not know this. It was actually I think it was Jabbar Robbins. He's actually the one who reminded me that this actually is the 35th anniversary of this movie, right?
That's
and that
right.
in and of itself is quite the milestone, right? So it's not 40 like the MOTU itself, but it's damn close, and that's
2 birthdays. Yeah, 2 birthdays.
That's incredible, right? So what an amazing time, guys! Thank you so much for being here and joining us. Definitely subscribe to everybody's channel. These guys are great creators. They work hard, and of course there he is, Grizzler, and I think it was who was it here? John Wesby says, "I love this movie." So do we. So do we. We absolutely 100% love this movie. It's crazy. Burt Reynolds is mad at arms. Who better? Porn stat. Yes.
Who would have done it better?
Yes. Vintage Motu says it was fun. Absolutely, my friend.
Yes.
John Wesby, I would not have missed it. Of course not. Pop Actor, I never met a real life Skeletor. Okay, well, I don't think I hope we never will.
I don't know. There's time.
But you know what?
There's some close seconds out there.
Nolan, this was the best time watching He-Man. Oh, I'm so glad, Nolan.
Thank you.
We are so grateful for that. Yo, Josie, Brad Pitt is Gwildor in the new movie. Nolan says that was a great vid, Ray. That's amazing. Thank you for watching.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Evil Ash says Idris Elba as the sorceress.
I can see that happening too.
You're getting that mixed up with Pinocchio. Speaking moistly, give a link to the panel. They're all awesome. There you go, my friend. Definitely check all these guys out 100%. Do you remember me? I could see my neighbor in the 80s at that time. John Milton is He-Man, aka Big John Studd. Ooh. John Studd was pretty cool, but he was just a little rougher on the edges. Mukul, if Nick Cage named his kid Kal-El, I'm sure someone named their kid He-Man. Unfortunately, I can believe that. Yes.
Yeah, about that. No, not me. Not my son. However, I do know a certain fellow who has taken to naming his children after 80s properties, including Megatron.
Oh, dear God.
Wow.
Well, at least there's an angel named Metatron. So, Pop Actor says, thanks, guys. You made the shift at work go faster. Excellent. Nick Cage is Skeletor. No. Okay. I get it. Ha ha.
Ghost Rider.
Ha ha. Very funny. Wildor, this was a great evening spent together. Absolutely, Wildor. 100%.
Yes, thank you.
It was beautiful. Duchess of Darkness, this was great, guys. Thank you. Mukul, Cage would do the one-man show MOTU movie.
Yeah.
He probably could, actually.
I could believe that.
Pedro Lopez, Jay, you got to do another watch party. Good journey, everybody. You know what? I think I'll let Skelevader and Oz, organize the next watch party, and I will definitely be there, 100%. Pick a good one, guys, because
sure.
Transformers the movie, Secret of the Store. I don't know, something.
Hey, there we go. Yeah, we got some animated He-Man films to go through.
Yeah.
Con Orr says a reboot of the live action with Kathy Bates as Will. Oh my gosh, you guys have such the best imaginations here.
At 1%, I saved it. Woo.
I know, right? Do you remember me? Are you a true toy fan? Name a movie Toys R Us. Name a movie Toys R Us is in and takes place inside of it. Toys R Us.
I was gonna say Big didn't take place.
Big?
No, Big was W.R. Schwartz.
Right.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, that was it.
Big was.
F.A.O. Schwartz. I think there's a Castle Grayskull in Gremlins.
That's true.
Yeah,
but an actual movie that was actually filmed in Toys R Us was it post 80s? Because if it was post 80s, I wasn't watching movies nearly as much.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, I can't say. I really can't. And I'm pretty sure. Do you remember he's going to hang that over our heads for the rest of the night?
I was going to say, yeah. If anybody does know, put it in the chat.
Yeah.
No, does anybody know? Because honestly, right now, off the top of my head, I can't think of one.
I'm trying to.
I would have thought it might be Gremlins, like way back in the day.
Yeah,
But,
that was like a Sears or something.
Yeah.
It was definitely a Sears because they had other appliances. It wasn't just toys.
What was that movie when the girl from Labyrinth was stuck in the mall with a couple of robbers? I can't remember which movie that was. She rides on one of those
Fright Night.
No, it wasn't Fright Night.
Yeah.
Oh, he's looking it up. It's a different movie. I mean,
Yeah, there's another one, Fright Night.
It's inside of a Target, not a mall.
It shoots out front of a former Toys R Us, Mount Berry Mall.
Oh no, you're talking about what is this movie? It's Fright Night. Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so they shot
that movie.
Really? I did not know that. I didn't know that.
Oh God.
Which scene in Fright Night was that?
The trailer opens with a gorgeous view of the DeSoto Theater on Broad Street, complete with the marquee teasing 2 words, Fright Night. It soon cuts away to the front of a former Toys R Us outside of Mount Berry Hall.
Wow.
Oh, well, this one has to take place inside of it, according to...
Yeah. So there might be 2.
Oh, seriously?
Are saying Rare Opportunities, which is a Target.
Is it? That was the Blues Brothers? Really? Wait, hold on. I know they drove through. See, I think that's a bit disingenuous. They drove through it. They didn't actually. Did they spend enough time in there?
Well, that would count as a scene to film inside.
They'd have the camera inside.
I think that's a bit of a. I think that's a bit of a.
It's been about 20 years since I've seen Blues Brothers.
I'm with Ron on that one.
I need to watch that again.
I'm just saying. I think that's a bit of a cop out deal.
Fun fact.
Another fantastic.
I got a fun fact for Blues Brothers. They crashed more cars than any movie in history.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yes, they did.
See, I would have appreciated Big because it was W.R. Schwartz, right? And that is a true toy store, right?
Yes.
And they spent nearly 2/3, or at least one third of the movie in there.
That's
right. When
Yeah,
they were walking through there.
There's a politically incorrect movie or socially unacceptable movie with Richard Pryor from the 80s called Toy. I'm pretty confident that Toys R Us is in that movie too, or it's an FAO Schwartz situation. I can't remember. It's a rich kid who has all.
You can say it's politically incorrect, but we could
80s.
We could also say the same thing about would you sleep with me for $1 million? You know what I mean? Like with what movie was that?
Oh, Beautiful Woman.
Pretty Woman.
No, Pretty Woman. No, it wasn't. It was with Richard Gere. It was with Richard Gere.
No, not that one. It was Robert Redfield. It was Robert Redford and Demi Moore. And,
that's right.
And I think it was Woody Harrelson who made the deal, right? They were they just got married in Vegas, and he literally said, "I'll give you $1 million to sleep with your wife."
Yeah.
Right? And it was that's the kind of proposal. Again, it's all these what do you do, right?
What do you do?
Will you become my toy for enough money, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like anything, right? Politically incorrect, I think. Again, sign of the times too, right? Like we all
definitely, and it's all about like, what is what's the movie really about, right? Rather than like who's in it, what it might mean to somebody today. Like what did it mean back then? It meant like, shoot, somebody who needs money will do this, and some kid who just wants all the things in the toy store and nothing satisfies them except for this hilarious guy. What does that mean about like consumerism? So I get it.
Yeah,
but,
it's less a. I think it's less a. I think it's more over about it's more over about a proposal than it is about who's being sold off.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think that's actually the message. Again, there's so many things right now which are what's it called, polarizing. Let's just put it that way. I think that's what it is. At the end of the day, I really enjoyed the Cosby Kids, and I really enjoyed Fat Albert. You know what I mean? I enjoy all those things. So whatever happens after that is unfortunate.
Yeah,
that's the way I've always looked, and I said that multiple times. right? You cannot. And the other thing is, I always say this too. You can't hold a person's body of work because of that person's, because of what that person does later. Mm-hmm. Seriously, if that person brings joy to you, then you don't need to ignore that joy. You don't need to, right? You can still enjoy a movie starring somebody who did something terrible. Unfortunately, that's just the truth, right? I hate to put it that way, but it's true, right? Because you know what? Those are memories, right? Don't feel bad about that. Seriously, don't. It's not. It's not. They're portraying a character. They're portraying a character, and that was their job.
Yeah.
Who they are in real life. Well, that's unfortunate.
That's so true.
Yeah. And that's a classic example is Kramer.
Yeah. The toy was also FAO. Oh, there you go.
1 to R10. I love that name.
Actually, I don't. I love what he did with it.
It's a great jab,
I love what he did with it, but
well, guys, just remember, end of the month, you can take the 1 to R10 code.
No, even tomorrow, even in 3 hours. In 3 hours, if you haven't, like Oz. Well, actually, Oz doesn't have to worry about that anymore. But anybody else tomorrow, definitely. You know what? Even if you didn't get the coupon, just use the freaking code. It works. Just get those $10 off.
Yeah, I might put it towards a Hot Wheels or something else.
Indecent proposal, yes, Michael Cortez.
Indecent proposal, yeah.
Michael Cortez for the win, exactly, 100%. Do you remember Jackie Gleason? Toy Store wasn't a Toy Store; it was a Leia's. Did he work in a toy store? I didn't know that.
Yeah, Gleason was the rich dad in the toy.
Right. Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and it was a Leha's, so I don't know that store. But,
neither do I.
I'm not familiar with it.
I would have thought it was a Schwartz.
Yes, it was FAO Schwartz.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, but now we're all going to be researching what toy stores are in what movies. That's going to, folks, all of you in the chat that are writing to us, you got to know we're all research junkies. We're going to be looking this stuff up after.
I want to know if there's anything that's been filmed in a KB toy store.
A KB Toys?
KB!
You had to
ask Miss KB.
Well, hold on. Now we got to get nitpicky though. Was it filmed in a KB toy store, or was it actually named as a KB toy store? Because 9 times out of 10 they renamed the branding because they can't legally use it, right? So it could have been filmed in a KB toy store, and then they just didn't do it. Pop actor, my mom's great uncle was in that movie. He
say that last part.
Master Bates. Ha ha.
Oh, he did it. Oh my gosh, he got him.
Very, very.
He got him. Oz gave him the warning. He gave him a 10-second chance.
Stop it.
Oh,
it's okay.
Grizzler does not approve. Grizzler's shaking his head.
That's okay.
That's so funny.
I'm here for your amusement, guys. It's okay.
Oh no.
I don't mind. I don't mind. That was that was one of my moments. Most happened.
Hey, that's how classic episodes are made, folks.
Absolutely.
That's right.
We're making memories here at Mega J.
Speaking moistly, Indecent Proposal is a modern Saudi prince. Yeah, okay. I'll admit that. Clownor for 2. Thank you, Mega J Retro and friends. Good journey to you too, my friend.
Journey to you too.
Good journey. Don't worry, John. I can't either. Julio Tamayo. The movie with Demi Moore is called. Yeah,
everybody's chiming in on
everybody's pretty much. Home Alone 2.
Yeah.
That was FAO.
I believe that was FAO too, because it was New York.
Yeah, that was FAO.
Yeah. FAO is always going to be one of those things. It's just the way it is. It's a legendary store. Has too much history behind it.
And it was so big too. Like it had escalators. I mean,
it is.
A toy store with escalators? Yo, find me one.
Well, there were a couple of Toys R Us's that did do that, but
yeah, we got toy stores with basements.
That's true. Do you remember me? No KB Toys ever filmed. I looked it up back in the early. Okay, well, it looks like do you remember he's been ahead of the curve on this one.
You know what
Well,
I
it's funny you mention it though, because they are looking at, because I just looked this up, they are looking at making a movie about KB Toys.
I would love that. I think Do You Remember Me is the one making a movie about KB Toys. Do You Remember Me is doing a bunch of research on what movies had toy stores in them. And that's probably part of the research.
There it is.
Movie.
I still want to watch Oz's documentary on where are they now. I want to find out where they are.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time to be able to pull off all the research for that tomorrow, but I'm definitely gonna try to find out if those guards are still standing out there in the desert.
I'm not saying it's got to be tomorrow. I'm talking about like a video like that's going to take weeks.
Yeah, it definitely would do all that research.
1 out of 10. There are a lot of MOTU toys in that big, huge poster of Eternia playset in the background.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Andrew Davis, you guys got to watch these 80s properties with kids' eyes and imagination. Stop being so serious. What are you talking about? we were the complete opposite of serious tonight. We went off the rails multiple
I hope
times.
I wasn't too serious about
Moo. Moo.
Toy. Hey, we got kids get deep too.
Oh.
It's another one.
Are you being serious, Pop Actor? That can't be right. That really can't be. Anyway, whatever.
Oh, I don't
I don't know if Pop Actor is trolling us or not. Somebody actually looked that up. I'm pretty sure.
Is there a Master Bates in the movie Toy? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure it's
That's a
gonna
weird.
I'm looking it up now.
It's gonna rickroll you. It's gonna lead to rickroll.
But hey, you never know. The 80s, cocaine was a hell of a drug.
You just never know. You just never know. I mean, pussy galore, right? I mean, like that.
That was the name.
That was the name. You didn't know. You're
right.
Away.
Oh wow!
If you talk about fun movie
Really?
names,
You are kidding me?
He's right. It's his name is U.S. Bates. So of course he would be Master.
Yeah, he would be Master. Yes, I
Ha.
Pop Actor, you're hilarious.
That's hilarious.
Wilder, I loved him as Smokey and the Bandit. Yes.
That makes me want to rewatch that movie. Actually,
Fun facts, fun facts all around. That's just absolutely insane. Joseph Michaels, heading out, everybody. Good night. Kids are very honest, absolutely. Aaron Hardy says U.S. Bates. We just found that out. And Kirk HT says 3 hours left until Glodor. Absolutely. Guys, I think on that note, we will be ending it off tonight. I do want to thank my special guests here, of course, Oz, Skelevader, and of course, Ray from Collecting Classics. Guys, thank you again for joining me. It's been an absolute wonderful, magical evening. I think everyone had a great time. Even if you didn't enjoy the movie, at least you had a great time with us. Guys, let's do this again. Pick a movie. Let me know where, and when. Let's do this again, guys. This is going to be a lot of fun.
we got.
Well, absolutely. One of you guys, somebody pick, right? You guys fight it. You guys fight it over. We'll have 2 sticks, and somebody's got to make the best of it. Guys, definitely, please like, comment, and subscribe to every one of these guys' channels. Skelevader, Oz, say it again.
Ozstradamus Toyz.
There you go. And I just can't do it. And of course, Collecting Classics on Instagram and apparently now YouTube.
Yes,
That's
now
right.
on YouTube.
Guys, definitely give all these guys a like and a follow. You will not regret it. Thank you again. My name, of course, is Mega J Retro. These guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Thank you for spending some time with us. This was, of course, the highlight of our weekends. I hope you guys take some great memories or some great nightmares of Masterverse Universe back with you tonight. You guys loved it. You know it. You cannot deny it. It is absolutely such the most greatest, absolute best film of all time for kids back in the 80s. Yes, I said that. You can take it. You guys are the best. It's my show. I can do what I want. You guys are awesome. I love you all. Thank you guys for being here tonight. Guys, sign off. Let's start with Skelevader. What do you got to say to everybody, Skele?
Thank you. That's what
I'm going to second that. Thank you, guys. It's an awesome night.
I'm going to go third with it. Thank you, everybody. this wouldn't have been nearly as awesome without all of you here.
Absolutely, guys.
Yeah.
Guys, you guys are the best. Thank you again for all your all like sticking with us, and putting up with all of our insanity. It's been an absolute blast. Basically, I'm not gonna. Sorry, I'm too tired now. I'm not gonna do a stream tonight at 1:00. I'm sorry, guys. This is my voice is pretty much wrecked at this stage. I've been drinking a lot of tea. I gotta figure out what's going on with my allergies. I think Rick can sympathize with that.
Yeah.
I hope you guys are doing well and staying safe. If you guys have any questions, please leave all those comments in the comment section below. Give us some trivia for the next hangout. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And for everybody out there, Anonymous Dude said it right. We all wish you a very safe weekend. Hope you guys are all doing well. Guys, as always, thank you very much for watching. And of course, all together, guys.
Good journey.
Good journey.
Good journey.